I walk the streets with my swagger on, supernatural, facing a million opponents, and my role is to act alone. Lights, camera when the action's on. Where I roam is a battle zone, a vigilante in the catacombs. But I rock with a hot shot like a clock when it's cocked and popped and the lead is gone. People say that my head is gone, but it's them same people with need of my help when I'm heading home in life. They say that everybody got a purpose, so I roam the city streets like faulty cellular service. The hot shot sharpshooter superhero, destined to shine like light through the dark and evil. I fight for what's right in the hearts of people and try to open y'all eyes, cause it's hard to see truth. You ever feel like everybody's the same but you different? That's when you know you're here to make a difference. Hot shot, you got a choice to make, stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up, bang out. The world's waiting, can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot, you got a choice to make, stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up and bang out. The world's waiting, can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot.
Gravita. When you need me, all you gotta do is holler. Not for real, I'ma hear you when you holler. I'll be right there in my cape, FSK below my collar. Oh, trouble.
Here comes a new challenger!
What's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm Mike Watson, and welcome for this messed up tech issue filled late edition of a show I like to call Chat and Draw. And I'm sorry about that. I had some technical issues. Those technical issues were all my fault. Nobody else's fault. Just me, just a little old me, because I'm the guy hosting the show right now. But how y'all doing? I just went and trick-or-treated with my kids in the rain, but it's okay because I love them. I had an umbrella. They had youth on their side. They did not have an umbrella. I didn't know it was going to rain. But I always carry mine because I got a new fancy one, just in case it does. I do care about my children. Don't think that I don't care about my kids. I do. They just, they want a candy. All right, so here we are, episode 178, take 3. All right? I'm not even going to tell you what the tech issue was. I just fucked up. I fucked up once, twice, and then I got real comfortable and messed up. So I apologize. But we're here. All right? We're here right now. That's all that matters. That's all. Just take in the chatting and the drawing, because my guests tonight are awesome. In this late edition of the show, we're going to talk about an awesome Kickstarter and also Emerald Quest. It's $43 away from $2,000. Quit playing with me, people. It's like you're tickling me, but you won't hug me. You're going to tickle me, but you're not going to hug me. Just let's get over 2,000. Let's quit playing. It's been sitting here too long. Let's do this. Let's get over the hump. All right? Now, I just recently put up an update on the Hot Shot Kickstarter. All the books are beautifully laid out upstairs in my living room on 2 tables. Bagging and boarding those. Waiting to get the trades back from the binary. And as soon as we get those back, we will pack those up. And we'll begin shipping. I want to thank everybody for their patience. The books look great. They're awesome, especially issue 10. And so there's that. I'm gonna keep you guys posted every time I stream. You know, whatever we put up on Kickstarter. What else I got to tell you? FSK Day is happening. Yes, that is. That's still happening, December 3rd. So be on the lookout for that. Probably in the next week or so, I'll drop the next big promo piece for it. Then we have the website. The website's going to launch here in about a week or so as well. So that's going to be a cool thing that happens. I think that's it. I'm trying to do a speedier version of this because I took so long to get the show started because I suck today, apparently. But, you know, that's life. You live and you learn and you keep going, right? All right, let's get my guest on out here. Let's do it in that true. We're going to switch this. Also, I've been trying to switch all my branding over because now they got branding folders on here, which I really appreciate. But we'll talk about that later.
Here comes a new challenger.
Chill. I think it's time for me to save the day.
What's up? It's the Unlikely Hero Studio here again because they're here all the time. They're family.
We actually live upstairs.
And we're seeing Eric's face for the first time on the show. He's normally off to the cut, and like I'll see a shoulder or an elbow as he yells things while he's working on computers.
Every once
Or
in a while,
farts.
he yells things, yeah. Yeah, there was that secret fart.
Yeah,
So-
everybody go back and watch our stream and see if you can find the fart. That'll be a nice little Easter egg.
That was a few months ago, though.
that was a bit ago.
So
Yeah,
we got,
this week was the first time he was on our show too, so don't feel too
Oh.
bad.
okay. Well, we got Sarah White and we got Laurie and Eric Foster in the building. They are rocking an amazing Kickstarter that is about to, if not already, broken some records for them for their personal best on the show. And may I say, you guys have some of the most unique comic books in the indie community. Like, I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, what is this? Medusa? A carnival? What the hell's happening here? And then I look deeper and I'm like, oh, wait, this is cool. Why did I doubt them? What's happening?
Yeah, this one's kind of a crazy one. I'm trying to remember what Paul called it, and we have it in the trailer, and I think it was a
I would call it-
supernatural. What would you call
I
it?
would call it a fever dream.
Right.
That's what
A supernatural horror
workplace comedy.
drama
Comedy, yeah.
workplace comedy.
It's- Yeah, like The
Yeah,
Office,
period
but
drama workplace comedy. That's
mythical
what it is.
creatures.
Let's watch the trailer. Let's watch the trailer.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
we
put
can do
it
that.
up.
Okay.
We got some tech here. We can do a couple things.
We live in the future.
Right. Future's right around the corner. All right, we got that right there. Look at that, $11,661, 372 backers. Oh my goodness, that is a beautiful thing. Oh, there we go. Wow. Did I tell you guys how much I love your trailers? Did I tell you? Look, I'm not lying. These trailers get better and better with each freaking Kickstarter y'all do. This is ridiculous. That looked authentic. That looked like some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it takes me at least 7 months of planning and an additional 8 months of hard work, 24-hour days. Definitely not 3 hours before launch.
I'm gonna act like I did not hear that, because if that is the BS way of saying that you did that 3 hours before launch, when I ever see you in person, I'm gonna punch you in your shin.
That's fair. I mean, like, to give Paul credit, he came up with a pretty good script. He had a lot of ideas for the panels that he wanted to flash by and stuff, and then he gives me a lot of creative freedom to throw whatever I want in there.
Awesome.
So I believe there's a shot of hot nuts.
Yeah. There.
Did you say hot nuts?
Oh my
Hot
god,
nuts.
there's so much stuff that flies through there that you miss. You got to watch it like 15 times and you still won't get it all.
There's
What's
some
up,
Easter eggs.
Moana? Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Mona. Hey, J-Man. Hey, Ryan.
J-Man in the building.
Yeah, there's a lot of little gags like that, subtle gags that are.
I mean, I don't even know where they begin at. I don't even know where. I mean, this thing is just crazy. This is like all that stuff happening in one book. How many pages is this thing?
30 pages of story, 36 total pages with the extras.
Okay. So where? Go ahead, Eric. What were you about to say?
I was just saying it's a meaty comic.
Yes.
So where does a thing like this come from? Where does this idea for this happen?
Apparently, it came from Matt Frank.
Right.
He was
Where all the weird ideas come from.
right. He just kind of like perspires weirdness. I love you, Matt.
Yeah, he was he was thinking about doing an original concept, and then he drew kind of a mock-up poster for a convention, and he had all these crazy monsters on it and stuff, and he decided that he needed to have a ringleader for those monsters. So he drew kind of the first concept of Miss Medusa or Gina. And then I believe Paul Hanley, the writer, the other writer, saw it at some point, and he was like, we need to make a whole book about her. Like, let's get together, let's figure this out. And then it kind of all snowballed from there.
I see.
Yeah, Matt said 4 years evolution.
4-year evolution?
Yeah, from the original idea to today.
Yeah. And Paul spent years just doing research about the 1960s United States, about carnivals, about circuses, about creatures. He is an encyclopedia of knowledge about all of this stuff, and it really shows in the book.
Yeah, for sure. You can, if there's something that we cannot say about Paul, it's not that he doesn't do his research, because he knows everything there is to know about that whole era now. Everything.
All right. Well, look, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to up my pledge now. And you guys always have this extra stuff on there. I normally just go for the book, maybe a couple prints, but I might be needing more stuff. The more I'm hearing about this, the more I'm really digging it. And that's really cool that you guys said how much research has gone into it, because like just in those flashes and in the trailers and the promotional art that you have on here, you can tell. Like without reading one page of the book, you can tell there is so much foundation that went into the story and laying this out. Like it looks like a living, breathing thing. Like it exists. It looks like a carnival. That's crazy. I absolutely love it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's.
I'm sorry. I did shout you out. Legend, I said it at the very beginning. You probably missed it because I had all the tech issues. And I was trying to get this. I'm not trying to play you. You're one of the biggest fans that we have.
It was a mess, Andrew.
178, almost 200 episodes, Mike. 1 through 78. Damn, my streak lives on. Yes, J-Man, nobody else has that streak. We are almost at 200 episodes, and you have been here for every one of them. 178.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Mike needs to do a 6-foot cutout of Mrs. Medusa. No,
Yeah,
they already have that covered.
Did you see that cutout, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Get my hands on one, like an actual one. I was gonna take it to campus and like pose with students and stuff with it, and just like all the promo pictures, and I just couldn't. We couldn't make that happen fast enough, unfortunately.
When we can get back to conventions, we're gonna have her at conventions because
Oh hell yeah!
we have to.
Like that's gonna be my goal. Is like every day as many pictures of people with Medusa as possible.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, well, you know me, Mike. I have crazy ideas for rewards here and there, and then I go look it up and I show Sarah, and I'm like, would this be too crazy? And she was like, no, that.
Did that evolve out of me asking how one gets one of those those old style carnival wooden scenes with the holes in them you stick your head through and take a picture? I was asking around if people knew how to get one of those for a completely different purpose, and like it evolved into, oh my gosh, we should make this into a reward. Like Laurie was like, would that be too weird? And I was like, this is a comic book company. I'm like, there's no such thing as too weird for comics, right?
There's just
I don't remember how the original conversation went.
Right. Hey Brian. Javon was asking for the website, Mike. I don't know if you wanna put a ticker, but if the simple version is just uhstudios.com/Kickstarter. Mike's putting a more complicated version up there, but it's a clickable link, I think. So.
Yep, it's clickable.
Kickstarter.
Yeah, it is clickable. Or else I wouldn't be putting it up there. So I use the cute girl small ones.
Well, and if you if you search Medusa on Kickstarter, it's the only one that comes up right now. So you're good. Wait, no, I lied. 70. If you search Miss Medusa, that's the only one that comes up.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're gonna search on Kickstarter, do Miss Medusa.
The only downside about the standees is that they only ship to the US and Canada. Understandably, because it's huge and difficult to ship. But I'm really excited. I know we have at least 2 backers getting standees, so I'm very excited to see the pictures of people with Miss Medusa.
Man, I could just practically just go pick mine up from the place that makes them. They're right here.
Yeah, we gotta order
one. What y'all are not gonna do tonight is talk me into getting a 6-foot standee of a chick named. That's not happening tonight. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like it is.
I don't know, but hear me out, Mike. Hear me out. Imagine sneaking her into your kid's room at night, and then they wake up with that shit in their room. That's hilarious.
Put it in the shower and then wait for your wife to get the shower in the morning.
Oh, that has possibilities.
Right.
What do you mean?
You could just like this time of year, it's the Halloween. You could just put it in especially if you got one of those like all glass front doors. I hate those, but like perfect use of it. Just put Medusa in the window.
See, Moana agrees. Scare your kids. I think it's a great idea.
What is childhood without a little trauma?
Right.
Yeah, you kids got to have something to complain about you in therapy. I mean, you might as well give them a good reason, right?
Oh, well, yeah. They'll probably complain about the fact that they're children and they did not get to play with any of my 800 toys.
That too.
J-Man says, I love old school carnival and circus genre. I was brokenhearted when Ringling Bros Circus closed for good. Yeah, man. And like mini shows, like at least here anyway, the shows here are not the same. Like the amount of effort put in is definitely not like when we just go to like the county fair. Like it's not the same stuff.
It's not.
Is it the Barnum brothers? I think it was the Barnum. No. Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. I lived there for a while, and that's where they lived. They were born in McGregor, Iowa, which is like across the river from Prairie du Chien. and they lived in Prairie du Chien for a good portion of their lives.
Oh, that's
Maybe
awesome.
maybe it's not the Barnums, but you know what? It's like there is nothing about the circus in Prairie du Chien at all. It's all about the fucking Villa Louis, the Dousman family that lived there, and they built this big fuck off mansion on St. Burial Island, and it's a museum now.
I'm sorry. What's that thing called again? What kind of mansion is that? A fuck off mansion?
A big fuck off mansion.
I need a definition of this. Like what entails to be a fuck off mansion?
It's excessive.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, they built it on an island and they built this huge pond in the front. I mean, it's excessive even by today's standards.
I don't know.
So, and it was built in like the 1800s.
That sounds like home.
So is it like you're fucking off into your mansion, or you're telling everyone else to fuck off with fuck off mansion?
I think you're just telling everyone to fuck off by flaunting your wealth, aren't you?
Okay.
Build a big fuck off mansion. And like the son of the guy that originally built the place, he built a smaller place, and the son was like, "This is bullshit," and it was still a massive building, but the guy was like, "This is a stupid, tiny, crappy ass building," and so he knocked it down to the ground and built a whole new, bigger building. Yeah,
Why not?
right? With like the Cream City blocks. I think it's called Cream City. Now I gotta Google it.
Oh, how did you do this? You have the whole page, like the comic page, on the Kickstarter, but it's changing pages?
That is an animated GIF. I'll have to show you how to do that if you want. I just figured this shit out.
Yes.
Because it lets you show off more than one page, but in the space of one page.
I'm Doctor Strange right now. Teach me.
Yeah.
I can't believe that nobody thought of that sooner. Like, that's freaking brilliant.
Yeah. I saw it on a campaign and I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. Why wasn't I doing
we're
this?
all idiots because, well, I guess you're more of an idiot than the rest of us because you're the one who puts those things together on the Kickstarter. But yeah, like, I can't believe none of us thought of that. It's like,
well, like,
duh.
GIFs are kind of a holdover from the late 90s irritating flashing crap on websites. So I think it's not exactly something to think about.
For everyone asking, including Mike, I can just explain how to do it. It takes 2 seconds. There's a website and it's just called ezgif.com. EZ or E the letter Z GIF.com.
Zed.
Sorry.
She said
Canadian?
Yeah.
Canadians.
Go to that website and it's just like, which images would you like in your GIF? And then you can just give it the number of images and it'll ask you how many frames you want to show, how quickly you want to flash the images, and then it'll ask you how compressed you want it. So you want to compress a little bit so it doesn't lag when you load the Kickstarter. And then you just save your GIF and then you can put it up on your Kickstarter and show off a bunch of different images without taking up that whole feed so people are scrolling forever.
Wow.
I like that.
That's fantastic. I would have done it way more complicated. I was like, oh yeah, you can do that in Photoshop. You can make GIFs. And I was thinking that that's how you did it. And that would have taken so much more time.
No, easy GIF. That's how.
Nice.
I was like, I wonder if this is a thing I can do without animating it myself. It totally is. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yes. Brilliant.
I did say Zed, Andrew. I'm from Canada. It's not my fault.
When I went to England, I not only did everybody there say Zed, so I was the weird one, but I got mocked ruthlessly for like 15 minutes for saying zebra instead of zebra. And all because I had that stupid travel pillow that I brought with me with the hole in the middle so you can stick it over your suitcase handle. And it had zebra print on it. And that's what started the whole thing. And then I got attacked by a swan in the same day.
Well,
swans are
all I
fucking
gotta
vicious.
say is that it is not ZZ Top.
Band.
I can't like Laurie never said that it was though, so
I'm sure
but maybe like
did.
Canadians that live way up north and don't have TV. Maybe
Or
they
watching
think that
it.
it's said.
Oh, right, that's true. I was asked when I first came to the United States, I was asked if there were washing machines in Canada.
What?
Guys,
Are you
it's not like
serious?
we don't live in igloos unless you go real far north. Like it's pretty similar to how
Then
it is
they
here.
have electricity. Everybody has electricity now.
No, just America.
It's basically like
Oh my God.
like here, but with cheap healthcare and school and
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons and less religion and less racism.
We have the
So
best
that's not here.
racism now.
So that's not here. Not anywhere near.
Right. No.
It's like America, but
But we do have washing machines.
So Canada.
oh,
is
and if you have a
not
beer
America.
here, and then you think that you're gonna go have, if you're like somebody that goes to the bar and drinks 5 or 6 beers here, and then you go to Canada and think I'm gonna have 5 or 6 beers and then drive home, don't, because a beer there is like 3 beers here, and you will be fucked up after 5 beers in Canada. Like my alcoholic family went to Canada, and they all were one night passed out, every single one of them. And these are people that drink beer for breakfast. So, yeah.
It's all that
Not
all
for
that socialism. They couldn't handle it.
No, she did not say for breakfast they drink it.
I'm the most normal, well-adjusted one in my family. That should tell you something about my family.
I don't know if we want. I don't want to. Should we talk about both of our Kickstarters, Mike, here, and kind of
Emerald Quest.
What? Let's just talk about Canada some more. Actually, I want to know about Emerald Quest. I just backed it, but I want to know more.
Mike, tell us
should have
about
a-
Emerald Quest.
Email saying I just backed it because I literally we were starting up and Laurie said something about it and I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that. So I went and did that right now.
Oh yeah, definitely we can talk about Emerald because I was just with me being so late and still trying to figure out what I'm drawing here. I wanted y'all definitely be able to talk about what was going on here. People had a lot of questions about it, or wanting to know about it. So, Emerald Quest is a fantasy book. It's our first fantasy book at Freestyle Comics, starring our main character Marky. She is what's called a military savant. She is good at weapons, fighting, strategy, all that good stuff. She's super vicious on the battlefield, and she has clawed her way up to the very top to be the youngest general in her queen's army at the age of 15. So she is kind of a big deal. She's so good at what she does is that she's been adopted by the queen as a stepdaughter, and her actual daughter really don't like that shit at all. Doesn't like this little girl where she came from out of nowhere. So Emerald Quest that story is gonna tell you about who she is, where she comes from, and where she is going. On the other side of that, the planet that they are on is called Allion, and thousands of years ago, it had a giant crystal at the heart of the planet. This crystal really was a living, breathing entity. It absorbed whatever the planet kind of gave it. So this planet was a very war-torn planet, and because of all the war, the fighting, the hate, and all that stuff, it caused the emerald to literally shatter the planet. So if you're a flat earther, this is kind of a book for you because all the planet now is flat. They've been broken up into several large continents with their own type of magical atmospheres. So you'll go to one continent and it's literally a land of darkness filled with all the nasty, evil little critters that you could find. Or another continent is kind of a mix of tech and old school medieval stuff. Or another one that's just powered by wind. So all these different little continents have different themes to each one of them. But the thing is that the legend says that whoever can get all the shards back together and reform the emerald, they will be able to reshape the planet in whatever vision that they see fit. So you would think that these people would learn not to fight anymore, but now this is causing even more fighting as they are all trying to gather as many shards as they can, hence the name Emerald Quest.
That sounds fun as shit.
I would say I'm going to go back it right now, but I already backed it. So.
Oh man!
See, I told you, you don't have a name that cool and not have a cool comic.
Right. Like just the name, I'm
I
like,
just
all
heard
right,
the
I'm
name.
good. Let's go.
I heard the name and it was like, yes, whatever that is, yes.
I want a video game. I want merchandise. I want all of it.
Oh man. Well, I hope everybody thinks it's cool. The cool thing is that we already have. Technically, we have 3 issues done of the book, but I am getting the second issue redrawn, and that was an editorial decision to redraw that second issue by the new ongoing series artist Seth Demus, who jumps on at issue 4. So we decided to have him redraw the second issue. It needed to be done. I did not want to do it, but it needed to be done. But he's already halfway done with the art, so it's looking really good. We got a great cast of people on there for putting the book together. Okay, I think I might be finding something now here with this lady.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Mhm.
I actually have a funny comment about this because she has lovely boobies. And this has been actually a thing that we've actually been asked about this because she is a snake woman and she does seem to have really nice big boobs, and that seems counterintuitive. And we have been asked if they are real, and I can't tell you because it's actually it's something that will be revealed in the future.
So stay
All right,
tuned.
well,
Potentially.
you heard it here first. We're gonna get a topless cover of Miss Medusa, issue 4. Get ready.
Look, I'm trying to be of my morals, but the more I see who's making money on Kickstarter, I've been contemplating how can I get one of these topless covers in here?
Right?
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 Right.
We make that's like a running joke with us now. Is yeah, it's like
They don't even have to be drawn well.
no. It doesn't, and
No.
it doesn't need to make a cohesive story either. It can be just
No.
crappy, like 30 pages of boobs, and you're good, and you'll make $50,000.
Makes
Yeah.
no sense.
No.
I saw one Kickstarter. I saw one book. It was perfectly fine. I was like, oh, okay, so these are some women. They dress skimpily, but like nothing about it said naked. And then all of a sudden, this horribly drawn naked cover was there. And I looked back at how much money he had. It was like $20,000. I said, God. I'm up here taking 9 to 10 hours to draw a page, and this rectangle right here for boobs gets $20,000.
Yeah, it's right. It's powerful.
See, so the trick is to just, write a good book that has nothing to do with nudity at all, and then just get one of those pinup artists to do a nudie cover. You'll make $25,000, but you don't have to sell your soul because your book is still cool.
And the inside's like a fantasy political drama,
Right.
but like the front is a topless cover of someone who isn't even in the book.
But
it doesn't even matter.
But it's always an alternate cover. Remember?
Sure.
You're gonna have 15 of those.
Yeah, always an alternate cover. That's right.
Anyway, to my point about the boobs, realistically,
boobs.
even if Gina didn't have boobs, she would pretend to or have fake ones because it would help attract people to the carnival with a ringmaster with a nice rack. So
The Rackmaster.
it's kind of an inception of the, she's may or may not be using her boobs to attract people to the show, and they may or may not help attract people to the artwork.
If I had boobs, I would use them.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Every day.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Every day.
Come get my comic.
Comics over here. Yes, exploit me. Comics. Every day.
You just have pinup covers of yourself at that point.
Right.
Like, you'd just be.
Oh, like, these are half bad.
I'm not, Mike, I'm not going to say I haven't thought about it. I have thought about it. I have thought about like something.
We're gonna start an OnlyFans where we show off our comic books.
Right.
Oh, and so I was looking because I was sharing Kickstarters, looking at Kickstarters and stuff, and online promote today, and I just realized the 4 covers of Emerald Quest kind of tell a short story if you put them together right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pull them up right now. I just noticed this before I went and took my kids trick or treating, which I love all the variant covers that we have for Emerald Crest right now. I'm very, very happy with that. We got Sean Hill to do one, Ramina Jones to do one. I absolutely love hers very much. All right, let me see here. Now this isn't the order, but like I'll try to get it in order as best as I can. Share the screen. Yeah, share the screen. Here we go.
Fish, would it just be 30 pages of boobs or like people attached to the boobs?
Just boobs. Disembodied boobs.
Just boobs. All right, so this is the main cover.
Boobs and jars.
This is the regular cover. So if you start here, it looks like Marky's on her steed and she just had it come to a stop and she's getting ready to get off. And then in this cover over here, the one with the sword, she got off the horse, she pulled out the sword, and is telling them, you're about to die. And then in this cover, she jumps right into the battle.
Yeah.
And this cover is the battle.
Yeah, I love this wraparound one.
Oh my god.
It kills me.
Thank you very much. Look, I'm not going to say that Sean Hill did an amazing job on his cover to where my editor-in-chief said and posted and shared it, Sean Hill absolutely murdered this variant cover. And I said, Sean Hill, huh? You ain't thinking about your boy? I got you. Wrap around it. Pass it to Laurie. Pass it to Veronica. Who murdered the cover now? I absolutely cheated. But it's fine. It's fine. It's my book. I can do that. But yeah, I just noticed today. But we've had a few people picking up the variant covers, which makes me happy. I was putting in Chicago. I was putting up all the books because we ordered enough to be able to have at the show too. And we picked up the books on the way to Chicago. And I put out all the books. And I said, I did not realize that we did 9 fucking variant covers for Hot Shot number 1.
Mm-hmm.
That is never happening again. And then if you count the hollow foil cover, it's 10. So that is never happening again. That was crazy. I was like, Hot Shot took up a whole rack by himself, and half of it was variant covers.
Well, that is just an ongoing battle, isn't it? Getting all of your stuff onto the table as it keeps expanding and trying to make it all look nice and make it so that everybody can see everything. Never-ending battle.
And it was different for us this time because I'm moving away from mainstream prints. So I did not have up my print wall, but I put all the prints like in a box and set them on the other side of the table. And I'm doing like a year-end sale. So once all those are gone, I'm not making mainstream prints anymore. So it was kind of weird trying to figure out how to set up the table. Because I've been so used to set up the table with books and prints and the print wall and stuff. So venturing into the field of just comic books. And then I had FSK prints there. I don't know what not, but it was definitely different trying to figure out how to set up the table this year. And doing it after 2 years.
Right? Oh.
Yeah.
I did just the one con and I started to set up the print wall and I was just like, you know what? No, don't even care anymore. So I just kind of laid some prints out on the table with the books. And I think then I set the binder of prints. I just set the whole binder out and I was like, if they want prints, they can flip through. I just, the print wall is it's wobbly and janky and it's just a hazard. And every single morning you go back to your table each day of the weekend, and you got to put it back together because somebody has bulldozed it. And yeah. I don't want to deal with the print wall anymore. So I think I'm just going to stick with the binder of prints and make people just flip through. If they really want to print, they can flip.
You could print just like a thumbnail guide too.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't have the foresight to do that in enough time before the convention. So
Mike, I had a question about the wraparound cover. I only see it. Is it only available if you get all 4 covers? Because I don't see it individually.
Yeah, all 4 covers, and then you can add it on. The option to add it on is there too. I was trying to stick to I was trying to stick to the Lori Foster rules.
No,
Milana
that's
said
fine.
she
No,
hates
I
the Britwell
gotcha.
too.
I was just looking at the campaign, so I was trying to find it.
No, you're fine. But no, like so, I went different this time, and I had Lori set up our Kickstarter because when I start setting up the Kickstarter, like I get all these damn ideas and then all these items, and then Backer Kit took us 2 weeks to set up because all the shit was in here. So Lori was like, "Yeah, we're only doing 10 next time, Mike. Only doing 10."
You try to stick to around 10 or 12 because I get it though, because I was you. Like you get really excited and you're like, oh man, we can make keychains and we can make shirts and we can make boots and we can make jackets and we can have 75 different covers and we can have hollow foil covers and we can have chrome covers and we can have metal and I'm like, but then it just like you get 2 backers backing each tier and you're just making your life harder.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So keeping your reward scheme a little more condensed makes it easier for you and gives your backers kind of less choices, but it keeps the choices really high quality and they don't seem to mind only having 10 or 12 tiers. I think they're okay with it. Milana's sorry, go ahead.
With add-ons, like it makes it a lot.
And with add-ons, right, you can do it's easier to just have everything as add-ons and then have just kind of basic tiers, which is what you've done, and it's awesome.
Milana, it's definitely easier if you set up Backer Kit first before you launch, but you can do it afterwards.
Right. It's kind of like you have to import your project to Backer Kit, so you will have to have a pre-launch page at the very least to get it imported into Backer Kit. And then you can get in and start messing around, before or during your campaign, with uploading your items and all the images for your items and kind of figuring out how the whole thing works.
I'm also not going to mention how on this one cover where she's the Medusa, Miss Medusa, is at top of the tent and she's letting everybody into the tent. I'm not going to mention how that mimics a dress and she looks like she's letting the world come into the show, the real show.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to bring that up at all.
That is very intentional imagery.
Very, all right, cool.
No,
I'm the same page here. All right.
That second cover is actually for our sideshow edition, and the interiors on that book are uncensored. So anywhere where you would have had nudity, or in the case of future issues, there might be gore or something else, it will be censored in the first issue, in the normal issue, and in the sideshow edition, we just show if there's any nudity or sex, it's in there, you can see it. And we're, as Paul likes to say, we're egalitarians when it comes to nudity, so there's not just boobies.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you got to be fair.
When there's incidental nudity, there's
Wait, there's something else? There's something other than boobs?
right.
I thought boobs were the world.
Right.
I'm now in a place where I am feeling this illustration now.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. And anyone who backs, do you want to do a cross? Like if people back both campaigns, Mike, how do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, you got to back both campaigns to get this. This is going to be another one of those prints.
Nice. So you want to back Miss Medusa's Monstrous Menagerie and Emerald Quest. And I just upped my pledge, by the way, because I want the wraparound cover too. Back of both, and we're gonna get you this print. We're gonna get V to color it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, and we've also been looking around for because V colors so much of our stuff. We are gonna burn that girl out. She colors Heroes International, Hot Shot, Vigilance, and some stuff on Cypher. And then she filled in on colors for Emerald Quest for a bit. And she's been doing all of our pinups. So I've desperately had to go out and look for a second color because I do not want to tire out Veronica.
Is Fish offering to color it? Is that what this is? Fish, are you offering?
I think he is.
Because I'd be down for that. I'd be down for a collaboration.
Absolutely. That's an eraser, damn it. Absolutely. I'm cool with that. That dude Fish puts out work.
Yeah. Yes, I've been wanting to work with fish for a little bit, and I haven't had a chance yet. So this would be a good start.
Oh, this is fun. Oh, this is super fun. She's got the sword up to her neck, but she's smiling with all these snakes right at her face. Like, what do you want to do, little girl? You're a badass.
Thank you, Fish, and thank you, J-Man, for pledging.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that wraparound cover is like my favorite thing. One of my favorite things that we've done together.
Oh,
and it made me sad that I'm like not inking Marky regularly because I just love her.
Yeah, look, I actually wanted you to ink this book over Seth's pencils, but Seth was like, "Yeah, my pencils are so sketchy that you wouldn't be able to make them out, so he has to be the one to ink it." Which is fine because Seth has been killing it right now.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what he does with issue 4. Oh my goodness gracious! And I am okay. Yeah, I'm really liking this thing now. Now we're fucking playing.
We've got the grease in the mud.
Yeah. There you go. Look, I took my dang Naruto headband off and everything. Fucking as they say, I'm in the shit.
You're in the shit. Yeah, this is really cool.
Like I'm really about to be in it because this is the first. I know a lot of artists that like flip their pictures back and forth from side to side. I've never been one of those people to do that, but I'm about to try that now. We're going in.
What was I did something, I drew something, I think it was a class project, and I don't know why, but I was like, oh look, I'm done. And then I flipped it and the one eye was like up here and one eye was down here. And I was like, oh shit, I'm not done. So always flip.
Yeah.
always
flip your stuff. It's really helpful.
Yeah, it's like it's weird how it looked fine to me when it was right side forward, and then I flipped it and I was like, oh god, it looks horrible. And then when I fixed it and flipped it and it looked right and then flipped it back, I was like, and it looks 1,000 times better. And I don't know why I didn't see it, immediately that it was bad. Always flip your work. Yeah.
Don't flip anything. Ignorance is bliss.
Andrew, I'm only seeing your latest comment. I haven't seen you comment in a while. I don't know if maybe it was lagged.
Yeah, Andrew, haven't seen you for a minute.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. I see this one. Said, Andrew dang. Did you, Andrew? Andrew said he got all 10 covers on the Hot Shot Kickstarter.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Wow.
Thank you. You're going to have to
take
not a picture with all the covers.
Yeah, that's not a bad damn. That's a good one. More power to you. And the hollow foil cover, oh my god, I'm officially addicted to those.
I told you.
You did. The hollow foil cover, the hollow foil, the metal bookmarks. People love that Chicago. We were getting metal bookmarks all the time. That is a thing.
Oh yeah, the metal bookmarks. I finally got to see one up close. Jeffrey's box of surgeon stuff. He didn't that prick got his box of surgeon crap and didn't even show it to me. He just took it back to his office and opened it up and then like swirled it away. I was like, I don't remember what I was doing, but I came across it. I was like, you son of a bitch. You didn't show me this. You know I don't get to see everything. Come on.
I think I have a couple of the Rogers metal bookmarks left, so I can send you some if you want.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like it's COVID. Like usually Laurie sends me big boxes full of shit to take to cons, and so I eventually see everything. But yeah, with COVID, it's been, I did the one con in August, and I signed up for that one back when the vaccine was rolling out, and like everybody was like, yeah, we're done. And no more COVID. And then I was like, then Delta happened, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't go to this convention. But I went to the one because I'm on staff for that one, and it's in all my friends, and I was like, oh, I can do this. And I was wearing a mask, and there was kids running around maskless, and I was like, oh, this is I shouldn't be here. And then
they're rolling out a booster. They're rolling out a booster shot now for everyone. So
yeah, I was just at the clinic this morning, and I got my flu shot, and So I'm probably not even going to be reachable tomorrow because I'll be passed out all day. But,
Not pass out all day.
I don't remember what the flu shot does. I think the flu shot just makes my arm really sore. That's what it's done in the past. But
I feel kind of tired for like a day, like kind of
yeah.
sick, and then it goes away. Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
the COVID shot was so easy. I asked about that this morning though. I asked them if like, do I need that booster shot? Like, what do you guys think? And she's like, you're not quite to your 6 months, and since you and I was like, and I'm a hermit. I never ever go out unless I have to because I hate people.
Wow.
I don't hate people. I get overwhelmed by crowds. I don't, which sounds like how can I do conventions if I get overwhelmed by crowds? But you know how I can do conventions is because there's a table protecting me from the people. So like I have that safe space.
Oh,
Right.
I was going to say Valium, but
well, we don't have to talk about what's in this. That's why I always drink from an opaque cup. It's like you guys never know what's in it. But yeah, no, I was like, I can handle it because I have that like protective bubble of my table between me and the people that I'm talking to. So I'm like amazingly friendly to people at the cons and stuff. And then I get out from in front of the table and I was like, don't talk to me. I hate you. And like stomp towards the door with my head down straight to the hotel and go to sleep.
well,
it.
It's a command center. You have your area.
Yeah, it's weird because I feel like energetic and I'm pumped and I love going to conventions, but at the same time I'm like I don't like convention crowds. Like I went to Dragon Con once as an attendee and I absolutely like the panels and things, the actual events I went to were fun, but you have to literally shove your way through crowds of people that are packed into those hotel the big entrances and stuff. The lobbies are just crammed full of people like a literal sardine can. And then of course they're all in fucking cosplay too, so you're getting poked in the face by wings and stuff. And yeah, so I was like, I did not care for that part of the con experience. But when you're behind your vendor table, nobody's poking you and stuff. You're not getting poked in the face by wings and getting knocked over by the nearest Naruto. So, it's easier to be friendly because the stress that you would be expending on just battling through a crowd is all there for you to handle people who maybe aren't the most friendly.
Yeah.
See, Fish agrees. Fish said, I hate the crowds going to a show, but love working the show. Yeah, it is. It's like it's the same place, but it's such a different experience being a vendor versus as an artist versus being an attendee.
Yeah.
I really love my little shows too, because the little shows you don't get those huge crowds that you have to battle through and you can like chat with people and you can just stand in the middle of the hallway and you're not blocking anything and nobody's getting mad at you. And yeah, it's a lot more low key. So I do like my little shows too.
Thank you, Alden. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm really excited.
I love watching Mike draw. I love watching you draw. It's just so I don't know, it's like relaxing, but at the same time, I'm watching the way that you're sketching your lines and like wondering how I can learn from that and stuff. It's very fun watching.
If anyone watching has questions about Miss Medusa's Monstrous Menagerie or about Emerald Quest, feel free to throw them our way or just random questions for us.
Yeah, I just realized that
I don't know, whatever.
I just realized that horror show sign is like almost right over Eric's face. Just like censoring.
So he still gets to hide.
I can just hang out here. I'll play some Nintendo Switch.
Oh, buddy, you're on camera. Sure.
Oh.
You can't hide.
I can hide?
You can't.
What? Sure I can. Watch.
How long
I'm gone.
Eric, how long have you had that Adam shirt? Is it like distressed? Was it intentionally distressed, or have you just distressed it yourself?
No, this is the original from 2014 or something.
I remember vectoring up that logo for some reason, but it was
Yeah,
not
the new
2014. I don't think.
prints look a lot better. Actually, they're brighter, and these ones always kind of looked a little cruddy, but it is the OG.
Yeah, where you print them matters too.
Yeah.
Like I noticed that local screen printers get crisper lines, but the colors are never as good as the big manufacturers can do.
And like you can see the neck's a little not what it used to be. It's a little droopy.
Is that because your head is giant or what? How do you stretch the neck hole?
Just that old.
Yeah, it's just old.
I always rip the collars out of t-shirts, and eventually, because the women's cut t-shirts are nicer because they have a wider t-shirt neck, and it doesn't. I feel like when I'm wearing a t-shirt with a crew neck, I'm what was that Mitch Hedberg joke? Like I'm being strangled by a really weak person.
Right.
I hate t-shirt collars, so I always end up ripping those off, and then and then I've got it's all screwed up. So I haven't figured out a way that I like to fix the collar once I've torn it out.
We gave you two really complicated characters here, though, with Marky and with Medusa.
Yeah, but that makes it all the more fun. It did take me a second to figure out what I wanted to do, because at first I was like, well, I'll do a battle piece with them on a double page spread, and I'm like, man, you can't always do a double page spread as an answer to something like. Then I was like, well, maybe put Marky at the bottom and put Miss Medusa behind her, like Miss Medusa's coming out the shadows to kidnap someone to take someone to be in her carnival, and Marky has her sword out and stuff. I was like, that looks lame. There's too many elements here. I got to figure out how to really play with them. And I was like, yeah, let's wrap Marky up in Medusa's tail, but Marky still has her sword to her throat, so it's like a deadlock, and she's like, I want to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really cool.
And yeah, and the stuff that you can do with her snake hair is gonna be. I'm waiting excitedly because I can see that your lines, you got something going on there. So I'm excited to see.
Yeah, this character, I mean, all the characters for this thing they just look like they have so much weight on them, and I love that.
Yeah, there's so many characters, and they all have very meticulously planned backgrounds, and the creatures all, like, so much research went into them.
Paul has meticulously fleshed out 666 actual characters, hasn't he? Like, or actual mythics for it. Or
I think
technically it shifts between, because there's more than 666 overall, so he told me. So,
and some of them die, and spoilers, some bad shit happens.
Well, that's not that big of a spoiler, because what comic book have you ever picked up where somebody doesn't die?
Well, especially with a carnival full of the stuff that she has. It's a pretty dangerous carnival.
Yeah. Did you happen to have a look at Bo Foster's TikTok with the challenge? I like the voice acting challenge with the duet. Like, he's actually, there's somebody he does like a monster growl eating somebody at some point there.
Yeah, we have Eric's brother Bo is a voice actor, and he has a TikTok, and he's running a challenge right now on TikTok for people to duet him, and it's a Miss Medusa's challenge, like a voice acting challenge. And it's pretty fun. And go check it out, because I think he's running it for a few more days. And then we're gonna pick winners, and the winners are gonna get prizes, and they're gonna come on our stream. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, that's not this week, and then not the 8th, but the week after that, right?
Yeah.
I forget what day it
That'll
was.
be the stream, yeah.
This week is next week with free comic book, or is that?
Yeah, that's upcoming. May.
This Monday is free comic book.
And
Next
Mike's
week,
gonna be on.
Yes, I am.
yeah. And if we're really lucky, maybe we can get Mike on for the week after that for our indie streamers. We're gonna all play What Would You Rather. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing people have been doing that on TikTok.
Really? I thought that was my idea.
I take it back. Not Would You Rather. It's Marry Fuck Kill. They've been doing that.
Oh yeah,
That's Would You Rather.
So, yeah. No, I know Morgan is gonna be on. Tony's gonna be on. I think Moana said she might be able to make it. Dana said she could make it.
Mhm.
So it's looking like it's shaping up to be quite a few of us. We're all gonna sit down. And I had to find lots of. I was like, there's the Would You Rather questions tend to get a little bit uncomfortable, shall we say? Sometimes.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
But like I had to find a variety. I found a variety of questions so that if we were getting too much, if we were making people uncomfortable, I mean, the viewers if you guys get uncomfortable, you can tell us. But like if our guests get uncomfortable, I don't want that. So so if you get too weirded out by the questions, we shift directions and it'll be fine. Is there another bug, Laurie?
I assume that it will inevitably go in a weird sexual direction, as it tends to do when Morgan, myself, and Dana are all on one podcast together. Because we're just weird.
Yeah, and I just I just sit back like a fucking like little brother and just egg everybody on. I'm just like, yeah, dude, what do you think? And and Morgan, we're gonna be on Morgan's stream on Tuesday, and Morgan promised that he would not flirt with Laurie. He promised that there would be no awkward conversation, and I was like, yeah, you shouldn't make promises that you can't keep.
Maybe we should make a bet where if he does, then he has to pledge more to Miss Medusa or something.
Absolutely should. Absolutely do that bet because he's gonna flirt. As soon as you say, "Hey everybody, I'm Laurie," ooh, he gonna flirt. Legend said he jumped on that voiceover challenge, and he's also trying to get up his own show. Legend's trying to do his own indie show, like a fan show, because he reads a lot of indie books and he wants to talk about all that stuff on his own show.
Oh, fabulous!
That's awesome. Well, we're happy to come on your show sometime. That would be fun.
Yeah. I owe Andrew a sticker too. I forgot all about that until right this second, and it's not you, Andrew. I'm not forgetting about you specifically. I'm just putting my mental energy into school because it sucks and I'm not putting my energy into it. It's sucking my energy out of me.
Right.
It's like it's just this was the first semester that I've had a project that for like the design stuff that's actually been kind of fun. And like design related more, because all the other ones just kind of seem like they're those art projects that make you do weird stuff just to push your boundaries or whatever. So this semester we're actually doing like design stuff, and it's much more fun.
Art classes are stupid.
One thing I'd like to point out to complicate your life, Mike, is she does have slits for her nose because she is a snake.
Slits? Did I look
instead
at that
of nostrils.
Oh, okay. I just looked at that wrong.
You can give her a nose shape, but I thought I'd mention that.
Yeah, she has like a bridge. She has like a bridge coming out, but it's flatter and there's
right. We've been giving her like a nose, but she has slits instead of nostrils, basically.
I don't even remember how I did that on the chibi that I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look now.
That wasn't that hard of an adjustment.
Oh yeah, I just gave her a little upturn thing there. I didn't even draw like actual nostrils in there. Her face was kind of hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's a weird face. Combining a reptile with a human is a weird face.
And I thought that was going to be the all the accessories, the details on her jacket and stuff were going to be the most difficult, but no.
Oh my!
I didn't
goodness.
catch what that was. I didn't catch what was funny.
I love when y'all come on the show.
Nothing.
I said when you combine a human with a reptile, it's hard. It's hard. What did I say? And then Eric said like Mark Zuckerberg. No, it was a good joke. It's,
No,
You're
absolutely.
giving Mark Zuckerberg too much credit there.
No, it absolutely was a good joke. I'm just kind of lost in this now. Like it's happening. I'm there. I'm in it now, all the way.
So Laurie, did you? I thought more, and after I got to see and paid attention to more of the story, more of the first issue, because like I mentioned on our show, I'm usually the last person to see everything because my part of the work comes last because I usually help with the graphics and stuff. So we don't need those until it's time to market the book. And I finally looked and to decide which one of my characters was my favorite. And I think Calliope.
Yeah.
And I did you say who yours is? You said whose yours was on the show that we did, but
Calliope's definitely up there for me. Oh my god, I can't remember his name again. The skeleton.
Chippy.
I like Chippy, but that's because I know Chippy's backstory because Paul gave me secret information. So like people aren't really gonna get into Chippy for a couple of issues. I really like Maurice.
Yeah, Maurice is fun. Maurice is he's very uncomplicated, at least in the first issue. I don't know anything about his backstory or anything. I don't know anything about any of the backstories. I just know what's already been printed and like the stuff that's about to be printed.
According to Paul's like character cards, which are all like they're written in the first person, so Maurice is
and that's all I
hard
know.
to read. Maurice was in porn at one point.
Of course.
But because I mean, as a Sasquatch, he probably has some assets that people are interested in.
Got a big foot.
Right. So we know that about him, and we know he's a gentle giant, and he works for Gina as her secretary, even though he's terrible at being a secretary.
Yeah, and he seems like he's the one that's willing to like Gina's a very skeptical person, and Maurice is more optimistic, and it seems like Gina trusts Maurice, I think, where she doesn't trust others. But
you guys and gals make me a better artist.
What was that?
You guys and gals make me a better artist. I would never draw something like this just on my own. I mean, I guess unless somebody wrote it in the script. But I really had to restart this thing 3 times before I found this, and like I'm so happy with this.
It's turned out so good.
We gotta get him to draw some demons soon.
Oh.
Yeah, we got some stuff for you, Mike.
Hey, I'm here for it. Oh my!
Andrew just said he wants to see some himbo Maurice porn.
I'm sure it's
maybe we can get Matt to do it. Like if we get the like a big stretch goal, but Matt can do like a Maurice pinup girl style piece for us.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, like 50K. 50K, and then Ian will read a bedtime story or some shit, right?
I like Calliope just because she's perpetually irritated or annoyed.
Right.
And I
can
directly relate with that.
Right.
Yeah. I think I'm going to like Sharon, but I don't know enough about Sharon yet. Like we don't know enough about her yet, I think. But I think I'm going to like Sharon. I mean, I think like as of right now, I feel good I don't feel negative about Sharon. So I think I'm going to like her.
Sharon's actually the bad guy.
Spoilies. Yeah, I
Maybe,
like literally
a
don't
violent
have any idea
takeover.
beyond.
Paul is watching us right now, and he's just like, he's like, why did I
Like,
let these
Jesus
people
Christ, I should
represent
just.
me?
This is worse than Marvel. God.
Stretch goal for a Kickstarter issue 2, Maurice literary porn. You know, I'll talk to Paul. Paul,
Like Paul writing a
always have
story about
ideas.
Maurice, or like Maurice writing the story, because that would be difficult to.
Oh,
That'd be
Maurice
difficult
would
to
not
get
write it.
to get
No,
aroused
it could be
to.
Maurice writing the story because it would be funnier.
It's so hard to understand him, though.
Exactly. I was like, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you could. I don't think you could have like pleasure time with that story. That would be too hard to read. You'd have to almost translate it first. You couldn't.
Yeah.
We couldn't have like private time with that kind of a story.
That would be funny though. Maurice
Yeah, that
writing
would-
Maurice writing fan fiction is
That
like
would be the.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets on what do we call that, Wattpad or something?
yeah.
Writes fan fiction porn.
He must have an enormous keyboard. His fingers are
Well, he's-
huge,
he's
right? Like
probably
he'd have
got
to have
like
a special order keyboard.
He's got a BlackBerry actually. That's why he's just constantly fucking everything up.
A BlackBerry with mashed keys and a broken screen.
Right.
Oh my god, yeah.
I believe you guys got a pledge at $11,701.
Ooh. I think we've gotten a couple then. Thank you. I'll have to go.
Nice.
I'll go in and look, see if I can
And
thank
we are,
some.
and Emerald Quest is at 1994. We're 6 away from $2,000.
Nice.
Yeah, I just put right when the show started, I put some money. I want that. Now I see I forgot what I backed for one of the variant covers and I forgot which one I did. Whichever one was B. Gotta go back and look at it.
Oh, that's Ramina Jones. That's the one with the sword.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the sword and the skull, and yeah, that one looks fucking awesome.
We had somebody pledge named the Professor.
Mm.
The what?
Just
Like the guy from
Professor.
Gilligan's Island. I didn't know they had internet there.
That was one of the things Elon Musk was doing with Starlink, bringing internet to Gilligan's Island.
Yes. Right. Yeah, we've actually had quite a few drop pledges today. So if you guys haven't pledged yet and you're thinking about it, we would love the support. It's a really awesome book. We got shirts, we got retro postcards, we got original art. We got so much cool stuff. And we have a sideshow edition in case, you want that little extra something where you can you get your nudity uncensored. It's not gratuitous nudity, it's just incidental.
Incidental nudity.
I love it. Either way it goes, I love it.
Right, like someone steps out of the group shower to yell at somebody else, and
Right.
and there's no bubbles there.
We just hit whoever just did that, we just hit 2,000. Thanks so much.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Dude, I can't believe I haven't been flipping my pieces before. This is literally the first time I've tried to do this. And it has helped
wow.
so much.
It's life changing, isn't it?
Yes. Wow.
There's been several times that I just could not get a line or something right, and then you just flip it and it's like poof, just like that. You get it right, and it's so good. Such a good thing to do.
Way back in the day, when it was me and Dirt, I'd flip
Using
the
a
page
stick
and
to carve it into rocks.
right. I'd hold it up to the light,
Mm.
That was how I had to flip it. Didn't have a light box.
None
Thank
of
you,
these
Andrew.
fancy
Andrew
ad
said
ads.
pledge.
I just saw. Thank you, Andrew.
Nuggets here, but you guys can't see her because if I pick her up, she'll freak the fuck out.
Understandable.
She's very obese and she doesn't like to be picked up. Which, same.
Did you say same?
I did. Like, she's obese and she doesn't like to be picked up.
Put that
Me
on.
either.
Put that on your LinkedIn profile. or something.
had a thought and then it went. My brain is just made of like ethereal vapors.
Pretty much. Same.
It's all just stardust.
Yeah, I was telling you, right, Sarah? Yesterday, Eric was like, "What size are our comic books?" And I just turned to him and I said 6. And like no other words came out.
Yeah, the first one that you said, I was like, anybody could make that mess up. And then you said that Eric asked you what comic book size you did, and you said 6. And I was like, all right, that one was pretty bad.
That's how tired
6.
I am. 6.
Just
There's
6.
a 6 and there's a 10. I don't know the other numbers. Look them up.
Yeah, and there's like a dot and shit. Like there's a lot of numbers.
You say a dot and shit. All right, so now on to these snakes. Snakes are not my forte. But we're gonna
Snakes are deceptively tricky to draw. Their heads are deceptively tricky.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get them right on the chibi, and then I had to do a school project that had I picked, like, I was like fresh off of the Medusa chibi, and I was like, I hate snakes because they are weird to draw. And then the next project that we did in the illustration class, I picked a fucking cat and a horse, which are like, I'm down. I got those down. And then a fucking snake in the picture. God damn it. Why'd I do that to myself?
Well, I love the one art that Paul did of her where she's smoking a cigar and the smoke is coming out of the snake's mouths.
Yes. Oh my God. I put that on. It's on. Did you guys? Well, no, you wouldn't have seen the catalog that we did. I put that on the cover of the catalog. I just fucking love it. I think I can pull up the catalog cover if I can show you my screen share.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would love to see that. That sounds cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that piece Paul did.
I mean, it's the cover versus the versus like the original piece, I think, but same diff, right? It's close enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see. Cover.
Like,
yeah, there it is.
Really gotta appreciate this kind of stuff, man.
How do I screen 2?
You found it?
Yes, I did. There you go.
Oh, let's see this bad boy. Oh.
And look at the snakes. Like the snakes are exhaling. It's so cool.
That is cool. You guys got a hit on this mother. That's dope.
Yeah, she's really cool. I always like that because it makes you think like anatomically how the snakes work for her, you know? Like, wait a second.
No, we're not going to have that conversation.
Right.
Snake pubes.
Right.
What's happening?
And she's like Donald Duck in it too. Like Medusa is not wearing pants. Like what's going on down there?
Right. Like wait. So we've had this discussion. I don't remember. I think Paul had it with Jen to start, but like what kind of genitalia would she even have? Because as a snake, you have a cloaca, right? And but she had, yeah. So anyway, it was a matter of some discussion.
Oh, what is that? You remember we were talking about the dirty comics that we all have collectively read, and there's one that what is it called? Shit. Where's Katie when I need her? There's a snake house of ill repute. So it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'll find find the link to it and I'll show you later, but because like that's definitely not appropriate for Facebook. So but yeah, it's like I don't even care about the story. Like, I mean, obviously the story is interesting, but like the art is so cool, and it's not even about it being dirty art. It's just such good art.
Yeah.
And the fact that these people have put, like, the artists put so much thought into that kind of stuff, like the anatomical stuff, because you would have to do that in order to draw snake porn.
Right.
So it's just like, you know, it's like you're supposed to be treating it as porn, but no, it's just really cool to see. Is there another stink bug?
Yeah.
What? No. There's no stink bugs here.
Yeah.
You guys need to get a shop vac and just like
No,
shop back
there
up
we
the
go.
bugs as
I
they
don't
come
know.
in.
I'm gonna
Do
try
what
to
you
take
need.
care of it though.
Okay.
Everybody needs one of these.
Yeah.
Is that a bug AR-15?
Yeah, well, bug shotgun.
One of that message from
Yeah. So we got one of these because with stink bugs you can't hit them with something because then they'll release like a noxious gas that
Yeah,
stings.
hence the name.
Except for the spider.
But this works well for the hobo spiders.
You know what you need? You need more cats because your cat sucks that he won't get the bugs for you. Of course,
Well, the stink
he
bugs
probably
they
learned
don't
the hard
like.
way. Yeah, he probably learned the hard way that the stink bugs aren't really worth eating. So
Yeah, he whacked the stink bug and then it smells like rotten bananas for like an hour and he was like, "What the hell? I'm not eating that." Yeah.
do you guys out? I don't know if how far out west those little orange beetles, they look similar to ladybugs, but they're not ladybugs. They're like Asian
Yeah.
beetles or something. I don't remember
Yep.
what they're called, but they got big white eyes and they're orange and they bite. They're horrible.
Mhm.
Like my sister, and one time she didn't know she had them. There was like a little cluster of 3 of them like on her neck, and they were just like feeding on her life force or something. And she woke up like, after we removed the bug, like somebody pointed it out, and she's and throws them off. And then the next morning, her neck was all stiff. Like that's how nasty they are.
Oh
But
yeah, those things are
She
bad.
said
they also stink.
they were eating her life force. That's fucking.
I mean, that would explain some things about the way she is now.
Oh wow. What have I walked into here?
Those things, they bite too, and the cats don't mess with them either because they bite. They'll bite them in their little toe beans. And so yeah, I had a shop vac at home, but the shop vac wasn't for bugs. It was because bats kept getting into my house somehow. And before I had Fez, the bat killing cat, I had a shop vac, which is like I would vacuum up the bat and then I would like leave the vacuum cleaner on and then roll it out onto the front porch and then unplug it from inside the house. Just be like,
Yep.
I'm just gonna leave him in there until he mummifies, unless somebody else comes up and empties it out for me. And my ex emptied the vacuum out once, and he's like, "Yeah, the bat was in there just sitting on the top," and he went. You're just like flying through the snakes. It took me like 4 hours to get the stupid snakes right.
Yeah, these look great.
Look at them go.
Well, are you drawing them traditionally, or are you doing it on a tablet?
I did it on my iPad. Yeah. Actually, I think you're using Procreate, aren't you? It's the same thing I use.
Yeah.
When you got mad about the pencil tool, the eraser tool didn't turn back into a pencil tool. And I was like, I know that. Sometimes you tap to make the thing go, and it doesn't do what you want, and then you end up erasing half your damn page.
Yeah. Yesterday, Charlie was on, but it was a traditional show because he had to do a sketch cover for Thunder Woman, I believe. So I did this one yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And as I was drawing it on my pencil, I kept doing this.
Yep.
Because that switches between my eraser and stuff. And then I shit you not, I got on the comic book page and I double tapped it with my fingers, expecting to erase.
Yep. I did that. Nope, I did that. I was inking a cover for someone, and I made a tiny little mistake, and I was like tapping on the paper.
Yeah. Do you have the second generation Apple Pencil, or do you have the first generation with the little cap?
Second generation.
Yeah, because I was thinking you said the tapping on the pencil, like mine doesn't do that. I have the first generation, and I do the double tap the screen. And yeah, it don't work on paper. I've tried.
It does not. Oh, this is fun. Awesome. This is super fun.
I Like how that,
Snakes
yeah,
look
like
good.
she's got the sword up to Gina's neck, but like the snakes are gonna fuck her up too. Like this is amazing. This is fantastic.
But
Andrew should have sucked up Dracula.
Oh my God, Sarah, just
I know, it's like Laurie just got me hooked on What We Do in the Shadows,
Oh, that's
and
so good.
It's so
I'm
good.
just like, oh, I just now every time I go about to, you know how you run down the steps, you like trot down the steps really fast, and every time I'm at the top of the steps ready to trot down, I go bat, and then just down the steps.
If you haven't seen that show, Mike, I would highly recommend it.
Oh yes. It's
I've seen one episode and I was laughing pretty hard during it. I just haven't.
it's so I was like,
It keeps getting better.
like Lori's like, you should watch it, and so I watched one episode, and I was like, I told her that I watched it, and she was like, yeah, what'd you think? And I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I love it. Like, how dare you make me watch this because now I have to watch the rest of them. Oh yeah, Andrew, I want to see the movie too, but the damn thing, the stupid Hulu bastards in their evil genius made the show free on the regular subscription, but you got to get the premium subscription to watch the movie. So I guess I'm just going to have to torrent it.
Yeah, Andrew, if you haven't seen the show, you should watch it. It's fantastic.
Definitely.
Laurie.
I
Yes.
I don't know what episode are you on now, Laurie?
So I'm kind of all over the place because we watched with some friends and jumped around, and then I started over myself. So I'm probably only around five or six myself, but I've seen past that with friends. So
here's what happened with me. I sat down and I definitely watched 7 episodes. Like I paid attention to 7 episodes all told so far. And at one point I sat down to watch like episode 6 and 7, and then it auto plays. So my Hulu is set to autoplay for us. So I sat down to watch it, and then I woke up several hours later on the couch, and the whole thing was over, and it was playing a different show, and I was like, I missed everything. So now I have to figure out where the hell I stopped watching, what episode I was on. But I think I was just only at like 7 or 8 of the first season.
Mm-hmm. How you doing, Mike? You okay?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's just now I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, I'm ready to start inking it, but I draw something like this. This is when I want to pass it over to Laurie.
Yeah. I mean, you can, but then people can't watch.
Do you think your internet's good enough to do the live stream inking? I don't know if you've done that, if you've tried.
With my face and the inks, I don't think so. With just the inks, I think I could, right? Like I think it's a matter of doing more than one thing at once. My terrible internet would just.
Yeah. Do you remember when what was it, a few months ago, and my internet was actually worse than yours?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, if a thing doesn't load instantly, I'm like, come on, you piece of shit! The internet's broken, Jeff.
Right? It's like 40 megabits instead of 50. You're like, no, I'm done. That's not enough.
Who can handle this prehistoric bullshit? Mad because my phone isn't fast enough to handle. Like my phone's not fast enough for the internet.
Hey, Ted. Ted Sikora's in the house.
What up, Ted?
I think Sarah's upstream is not great right now.
Yeah, your video, like your audio is perfect, Sarah, but your video is like I can see 1 frame every minute, and it's freezing in between. And I know it's not my internet because I can watch Mike and he's not lagging.
How do you know I'm not just like making weird faces and holding them?
It's also like
it's also really blurry, and like your face is like, if you could hold your face like that, that's pretty impressive.
Well, I am pretty good.
I should screenshot you so you can see that.
Yes, I want to see what you're talking about. Jeffrey's not here right now, so that's it. That's all I can do. I don't know.
Accidentally on the Wi-Fi, maybe.
Yeah.
That keeps happening, and I don't know why, because I disabled the Wi-Fi. But no, I've got the Wi-Fi says it's turned off.
Let me try to grab it.
I think I've figured out how that happened, though. I was I took Terry Crews to the convention with me because I wanted to I wanted to play Jackbox games with the kids, like on the big projector screen at the convention. And so I found out that I was like, I planned to do that for ages with the laptop, and then I realized that my fucking laptop can't run it anymore. So I was like, okay, I'll take my desktop, but I've got to be very careful. And like I was like, my butt cheeks were clenched all weekend long because I was so worried about breaking it. But I had to turn on the Wi-Fi to get the internet there, so I must have turned it on, and then I didn't disable it, but I just assumed when I was plugged back in that it would, that the computer was smart enough to override the internet or override the wireless with the Ethernet, and that's not what happened.
Yeah, check out the screenshot I sent you. You can see like everyone's in focus and clear, and you're like blurry and frozen. That's kind of what it's looking like.
I'm also so excited to see this.
I wanted to mention Ted and us are also doing a cross promotion right now. If you back Bloom, and I think he only has 4 days left or something. If you back Bloom and you back Miss Medusa's Monstrous Menagerie at physical tiers, you get a really cool like retro cosplay print of me, and I'm gonna sign it. So it's gonna be a signed cosplay print. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that cosplay you did, killer.
Thank you.
I would also sign it with a big block letter across your face.
No, that's rude.
You can sign it. Do a Mythical Kitchen Josh thing where you sign the name, but instead of signing your name, you sign the name of the person who you're giving it to. So sign it Mike instead of Laurie because you're giving it to Mike. Josh is hilarious. That
was a really fun cosplay to do. Actually, it was fun to do the body paint. It was fun to go out in the forest and like walk around and take pictures.
There were not very many light-faced ones.
No.
Yeah, see, this is like I want for our homes to be closer together because you would be over to my place all the time. We'd be sewing shit, and then I'd be going over to your place helping you stage the cosplay, and we would never get any work done.
Yeah.
Because we'd be too busy making shit. We'd just be making all the crafts and cosplays and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And I love this screenshot. And as soon as the Medusa Kickstarter's over, I'm making that my profile picture. You think I'm joking, but I am not.
Isn't it terrible?
It's fantastic. It's the best picture of me anybody's ever taken.
You look so irritated.
I love it. It just looks like I was chewing on my lower lip there because I've been doing that lately. That's the thing I've been doing. I've been clenching my teeth in stress since the pandemic started, and now it's just a thing I do. So I've been like trying to stop doing it by wrapping my lower lip around my teeth so that I can't push on my teeth, and it turns out then I just chew on my lower lip. So
I feel like we're all developing new anxiety disorders from the pandemic.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. New and creative and like stuff I didn't even know could be.
Yeah.
Like I had an all new breed of panic attack a while back where I just like got angry and started throwing things, and then I was like, wait, I think this might not be normal.
It's a pandemic.
I think it might not be normal.
No, I was getting mad at I couldn't find something that I wanted, and I just got mad, and then I just started clawing at the stuff that was in my way and like flinging it behind me like a dog trying to bury a bone, just throwing dirt everywhere.
That's fair. I was trying to find some shorts in the laundry and turned to Laurie and said, "Can you help me because I'm about to just dump this whole thing out on the floor."
Well, the other day you couldn't find them again, and you just didn't wear shorts. You were like, fuck this.
That was the
and you just walked around your underwear for the day. That's the level of fuck it we're at right now, I feel.
I mean, I've fully subscribed to the leggings are pants. Now
Oh,
I
yeah.
am like people for the longest time I was like, you can't wear leggings as pants if you got a big butt, right? Like I have a big old hips, big old butt, and I'm like, you can't wear that's fashion protocol, and you can't do it if you're if you're plus size, you can't wear leggings as pants. And now I'm just like, you guys are lucky I'm wearing pants, period. That's where we're at now.
That's where we're at.
It's like
Could be Eric without pants.
Right.
exactly. Like,
Fish says
like
the
I got a
difference-
lot of long shirts that cover stuff. I'm just saying, like I could go out in public with no pants on, and there's not a thing you could do to stop me.
Right. Yeah, Fish says his lips are chapped from sticking his tongue out while he draws. So you do like while you're focusing?
Maybe he does the Michael Jordan thing, you know. Total
Just
time
the whole time?
Yeah.
The whole time.
I think that would be amazing if that is how you do that. I want to see like a picture, because just like the Michael Jordan face, but while you're drawing, because I'm trying to picture it. It's like, but
It would make for an entertaining live stream, I guess.
absolutely.
There's a lot of things I find I do though while I'm inking or while I'm designing or stuff like that I have to remind myself to stop doing it, or I'm going to get stuck that way, or like I'm going to injure myself. So I totally get it.
Yeah. Same. And like it's worse because now like what's worse for me because like I'm getting older and like stuff doesn't work as well. So the things that you used to do that you thought you could get away with doing, you're just like, I turned my head to the right a little too fast, and now this whole area hurts.
It's kinked.
Like,
It's completely kinked. Right.
Yeah.
You just sleep.
Or like
and you wake
yeah,
up.
you sleep upright, but you gotta have your head turned slightly off to the side, and now all of a sudden I can't turn my head for a week.
Yeah.
It's sticking out back and forth all day like a little kid playing video games. So like, is it like a sideways bite it in the tongue, like it's no. I'm always like I always
No
wrap
one
my
can
lips.
see what you're doing.
I need to take screenshots of Sarah frozen with these faces.
1 frame per second.
I'm gonna go ahead and send you this one. I'm just this is
I can just put up my picture, turn off my camera, like I got this interstellar thing happening here. Just do that.
Okay, I sent you another one.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god, that one's even better.
Yeah, I know. See?
It looks like I slept in the makeup, hungover, and like now it's a raccoon. That's amazing.
You went to the fridge and you're out of microwave burritos. Fuck.
It's because like I mean I don't even think about it because on my end it looks fine. Like you guys are the ones that go blurry every now and then, but
Yeah. Well,
I'll have
Mike
to-
looks fine for us, and we look fine for us. If it was only
Yeah.
us, I would assume it was us. But Mike looks fine.
Yeah, it's the mic and the drawing both are coming through fine. So
He's not blurry.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Because
do it.
ordinarily I just assume it's always us.
Yeah.
I'll just run a
Usually, yeah.
speed test here. See what it says.
Man, F those speed tests. My internet's been acting up, and I called Spectrum. I was like, yeah, man, my internet keeps blacking out, and I'm streaming, and it's lagging and everything. He's like, let's run a speed test. And then he goes, and then we go to a Spectrum speed test website, and I'm paying for like 500 megs. He's like, it comes up like 647. He's like, oh, looks like you're
Looks
getting
like
more
you're
than what you're paying for. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you gotta use our specific speed test from a building just down the street from you.
Right.
Yeah.
Fish
My
on your end, Sarah looks okay. So maybe it is that's so weird though that Sarah would lag for us but not Mike.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
That's some weird selected shit.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, it says I'm getting 53.6. Like there's a 0.6. I get 53.6 up. Oh no.
I don't know.
Maybe
All
it's because of MediaCom, because I think that this internet is MediaCom now.
Oh, this lady is like.
We've complicated your life, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, actually, you have. I mean, this lady's just fun to draw.
It's
Yeah,
gonna turn
she's cool.
into
Look
a
at-
three-part
this
miniseries chat and draw.
You see that one snake? All the other snakes are like pissed off and gonna fuck shit up, and then that one snake in the back there is like anxious and concerned.
I
You
like
see him?
it.
He's like a concerned snake. Yeah, I love it. It's like this one snake is like, maybe this isn't such a good idea, guys.
I love it. I try to give them a little bit of different personalities.
All right, you're gonna do a speed test.
Sure.
All right.
I'm gonna do a sneeze test here in a second.
That phone's on the internet.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow I'm going on Fish's show, so that's exciting.
Oh yay!
That
I'm just thinking of
five-star
random
Friday.
topics to talk about now. Yes.
Oh, I was watching the second half of the show, with Charlie, and I looked up the Medusa myth, the Medusa legend myth, whatever it's called, that I was thinking of, that I commented about. It's that Medusa was it was Poseidon, not Zeus. That I thought that the story was that Zeus assaulted, raped Medusa because she was beautiful. Her sisters were not, but she was. She was the sole beautiful sister, and Zeus was like, "Ooh," and so
Wait, Zeus is like, what?
he was like, "Ooh." Well, I mean, obviously she's the only pretty one, but yeah. So and then he did it in the temple of Athena, and Athena got mad about the desecration of the temple, and rather than punish the guy who did it, he punished her by making her ugly and snake hair and stuff.
That's how you know a man wrote that story.
Uh-huh.
Because I saw that in a video, in some little CGI clip where this girl was walking up to the temple and Poseidon came up out the water like, hey, and like just started gyrating on her, and then Athena saw it and then turned to Medusa. I was like, but she didn't do shit. You watched it. He did it. Why are you punishing her? Now she got snakes and shit.
Right?
Mhm.
And like, there's a part of the story, like if some of it, some of the myths even go farther as to say like her children were punished too. Like she was punished by always going to eat her babies, and shit is bad.
That's terrible.
What one of the snakes looks like Christopher Walken?
I think they're referring to Eric.
Oh,
I could see a distant
Oh.
resemblance.
Christopher Walken.
your hairline has
see it
you have a very
at
Christopher
all.
Walken hairline.
Hey, Ren.
Oh, Ren's in the building. What up, Ren?
So Sarah Heather sent another screenshot in the chat of you. That might be the winner for you
I am excited.
in the group chat.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's I'm gonna cut these out, and I'm gonna make like a collage of them now. I'm gonna make a collage of
It's like a
this
perfect square.
my
too,
frozen
like-
face. Yeah, that's gonna be great for this. So excellent.
So for those of you who just came in, I don't know if you know what's going on, but Mike's running a Kickstarter. We're running a Kickstarter. Mike's is for a comic called Emerald Quest, which is a really awesome fantasy book with a long and complicated story that I'm not going to try to re-explain. And but it's fucking awesome, and you should back it right now. Our current Kickstarter is called Miss Medusa's Monstrous Menagerie. It's based about Miss Medusa and 666 monsters. She's running this carnival / circus in the 1960s, and it's kind of a, let me see if I can get it right, supernatural horror, period drama, workplace comedy about her and her monsters and the carnival and the US in the 60s. So there's some interesting topics getting touched.
So let me see if I can rehash Emerald Quest here in in a brief manner. So everybody was the planet had a core of emerald, and then people were fighting over it, and so much so that that it shattered, and
Mm-hmm.
now everybody's fighting over putting it back together. They're trying to collect it and put it back together for big prizes. I forget what they get if they get the emerald back together. And
They
then
get to pick how the world will be.
oh, right. Okay. So now instead of working together to get the emerald back together, everybody's fighting over collecting the pieces and becoming the one.
Yeah, you got it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm ready. I'm ready to read it. I mean, it sounds like a really fun story.
And it follows the main character Marky, who is on the other side of this print Mike is working on. And if you back both of our Kickstarters, you can get this print. If you back them both as a physical tier, I should say, you'll get this print in your package. We're gonna get it colored by Fish Lee.
Yay.
Because you've committed to that now, Fish. I don't know if like I assume. we're rolling with that.
Thank you,
Did
Alvin.
you know?
What's the collage of? What collage? Man?
I think
Oh,
he
the
means
collages
what
of
you're
my
currently
face.
working on.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was the collages of my face, my frozen face pictures.
Oh,
I thought that's what you meant.
Should make a gif of those.
yeah, I like this one the best, and it has your name on it too, which makes it even better.
So,
Angelina
we can
Jolie.
talk about some main shit. Did you guys see Venom 2 yet?
I'm gonna be straight with you. I haven't seen Venom 1 yet because I'm scared that it's bad, and I don't want to ruin it. So I'm scared to watch both of them.
Then, in my opinion, don't watch it.
Okay. Because like Venom and Carnage and shit, like that was like my favorite book when I was a kid. Those Spider-Man books. So like and I'm not trying to be like a gatekeeper. I just also like I was really scared to watch it because I didn't want it to be too bad.
Keep on walking.
Keep I feel bad because I love Tom Hardy. Like he's absolutely fantastic. But
honestly, being honest, Tom Hardy is the only good part about it with Venom.
Okay.
And that's also the worst part about it because it's not Eddie Brock and Venom. It's not how it's supposed to be. But Tim Hardy and their version of Venom is super funny and great together. It's just not what we know. Which I can live with it if the entirety of the rest of the film wasn't hot trash.
okay. Yeah, just so that confirms my suspicion.
There's a lot of that
But
going
that's
around.
just me though. That's my opinion.
No, but that's like the vibe I got from the trailers. So yeah.
But has it been spoiled for you what happens at the end of Venom 2?
No.
No?
No.
That's
You're free. Feel free to spoil it if you want. I don't care.
Okay. Spoiler warning, people, just to let you know. I would 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, spoiler time. You had your chance. Venom's in the MCU universe now.
Yeah.
At the extra credit scene at the end, we don't know if it was. Chances are it was Doctor Strange's magic.
Yeah.
It was not Enter the Spider-Verse magic. Because Venom and Eddie were in an apartment talking, and arguing as they normally do, and then the outside of the apartment, all these swirling lights came around, and the apartment changed, and Eddie got up and was like, "What did you do, Venom?" He's like, "I didn't do anything." And then all of a sudden the TV was on and Peter Parker was there at the moment that they revealed that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. And Venom took over and licked the screen. So at this point, I don't care how bad the movie is. Venom's in the MCU, and hopefully it becomes the Venom that I want him to be.
Fish says everyone wave when the spoilers are over.
Spoilers over. Yeah, so that's the only good thing in the movie.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I like that.
Well, we did watch Black Widow. Does that count as something?
Yeah, because I love Black Widow.
I
thought it was
liked
great.
it. I don't know why people were saying it was bad because I liked it.
I still haven't watched it.
It was much better than what I thought it was going to be, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of characters who stole the show that were just great in there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's her face? Can't remember.
Oh, I loved What's Her Face.
She was amazing.
The blonde Russian
The
lady.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, sister, she was great.
I don't do names. Who are
Red
you
Guardian
people?
was great.
It's right there.
I can't read. I went to Montana public school.
But yeah, and a lot of people didn't like what they did with Taskmaster, and I'm like, yeah, they could have did something else, but I didn't mind it. I loved her I just loved her family in general. I thought they were all great.
Mm-hmm.
The interaction amongst them was dope, and Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, as always, does a bunch of badass shit as Black Widow, especially in the last fight scene.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. The only weird thing that we thought was for Taskmaster was that it's a woman, but the stunt person is a man. So
Yeah,
during
I think-
combat, it looks like a man. Like if they're the way that they walk is really blocky,
And I
and
think-
like the way they fight is really
Yeah, I
more
think
masculine.
they did that because Taskmaster Master is supposed to be a man.
Right. It was just an
And then-
interesting choice.
If they had it being played by a female stuntman, they'd have given away the reveal.
Oh, we would have known
immediately.
right away. Okay,
Right.
sure.
Oh, Alden, I would love to hear about why you stopped watching the movies. That'd be an interesting conversation to have. I'd love to hear it. So now I saw the new Batman trailer, and I will admit this: it's a good ass trailer. It's not Batman. Like this Batman looks like he's completely out of control, and this is supposed to be like his second year. He's taking full machine guns to the chest. You're not Iron Man, buddy. You're a man. And like just walking down an aisleway, just taking two machine guns, and then beating the shit out of people. Did it look cool? Yes. Was it right? No. Like
That's weird.
Like they're trying to do so much to out-top like Christopher Nolan's Batman, and you don't have to do much to top that because that wasn't Batman either. It was just a really cool movie. That's it.
Adolf Hitler is arguing with you in the chat.
That's nothing, bro. I can handle that.
I
was like, who is she calling Adolf Hitler?
No, literally, it's Adolf Hitler. Even the thumbnail is Adolf Hitler. I don't know, man. Hey, back our Kickstarters. I assume you have lots of money. The stuff you've been up to.
He's living in Brazil, right? Isn't that the...
Yeah.
You said you assume he has lots of money.
Yeah, please back our Kickstarters.
Was it Brazil or Argentina? I can't remember where the
where he's hiding
where
out.
The conspiracy says that him and the upper Nazi ranks ran off.
Maybe he can confirm for us. Are you hiding out in Brazil?
Somewhere in South
America.
Probably Paraguay or something.
Live on Chat and Draw.
Live on Chat and Draw.
We cracked it.
The scoop of the century. Hitler's still alive.
And he's watching Chat and Draw.
Right. Dude, are you bored? Tired of hiding out, huh? But yeah, I mean, and I think Old Girl looks amazing as Catwoman. I think Penguin looks really good. I'm interested in this take on Riddler. but that trailer just, while I can admit it was a dope ass trailer, it just didn't sit right with me as a Batman trailer.
Maybe they took
I need
all
to
of
see
the cool action and just stuck it into the trailer, and then we're actually going to have like an hour and a half of real detective comics. Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what he said. They said he's going to be a detective, and that's my problem with the Nolan trilogy. He's only a detective for 5 minutes in 3 movies, and it's not even him. It's his fucking computer that does the work. Like when he pulls that bullet out the wall, and he takes that brick and he puts it on his computer. That's the only time he's a detective. He does no deducing any other time, and you know. And I love having this discussion because when people are like, oh, he's a detective. Oh, is he? It took him 3 hours to figure out that the mouthpiece on Bane might be connected to some type of breathing system and might be a fault that he can use in a damn fight. 3 hours. That's why he got his back broken.
So the Christopher Nolan Batman is the Boneheads detective, is what.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna say. And I do think the Christopher Nolan movies are good movies. They're just not good Batman movies. You could have made any other type of superhero, gave him a different name, and absolutely go. But he had to make it Batman, and it's not. Yeah. And I thought Christopher Nolan understood Batman after the first movie, because when he had old girl touch Wayne's face, and she was like, "This is your mask. Batman's the real you." And I was like, yes, someone who fucking understands. And then Batman quit for a family. Batman don't quit being Batman. He don't want a family. He brings in little people and gets them killed with crowbars. That's his family. Just saying.
Yeah, Fish says it's like they want to make a new superhero movie, but they don't want to risk making a new character, so let's call him Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Fish. Absolutely.
There's definitely a lot of that going on.
I feel like they've done that with Spider-Man too, on and off. Like they're just kind of like, it's
you pitch a movie and they're like, I like everything about this. What if it had Batman in it though?
Yeah, that sounds exactly right. That sounds exactly freaking right. Flipping between references here.
So, like, he made Interstellar, and the studio was like, what if it had Batman in it?
Right.
What if that's incredible. I mean, I'm pretty sure that like I said, that sounds about right. That's what they do because they want to have I'm not a fan of Warner Brothers just because I feel like that's what they do because they think because they've had got 90 years of experience making movies that the way to make movies applies to comic book movies, so they just know what to they know what to tell DC to do to make a successful hit. And it's like, dude, obviously y'all don't. You had to make Suicide Squad twice for it to be good. And what is it, James Gunn? His version of Suicide Squad, I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, James Gunn's Suicide Squad was fantastic.
Yeah,
like,
it
was good.
He did such a good job making you care about these characters. And one of my favorite things he did was he really established or showed that Harley Quinn and the military guy, I can't remember his name, the one with no powers that's the team lead, that he and Harley Quinn had a really dope friendship. And he did it in like 3 scenes that weren't even focused on them. So when the stuff that happens in that movie happens, it hurt. Like, it hurt. And I was like, how did he do that? It was like 3 little interactions he did with these 2 characters, but you can tell that they have a dope, like, friendship that's been through some crap. And when it happened, it hurt so much. Well, for me anyway, I'm a sap. I wear my feelings on the sleeves when I watch these movies. And Idris Elba, I absolutely loved him. Polka Dot Man was incredible. Polka Dot Man. Are you kidding me? They made this work, and it was entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Looks like we got some.
We got some assholes in the
Yep, got
comments.
People
some,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know if you
some
got some
trolls in the
banhammers.
comments.
What is happening here?
Well,
My God.
I'm gay. You're an African, and Laurie needs cum.
Yeah. Maybe we could ban these.
I have no idea how to do that. Normally Tessa's running my behind the scenes, so she bans all these dudes. Oh, you're right. It is eloquent because I'm African. I've never been to Africa, buddy. I hear it's hot. That's awesome. So, what was I saying? Oh, Polka Dot Man. And King Shark was amazing. King Shark was amazing.
Yeah.
He had like what,
Yeah,
6 lines? He had 6 lines in the whole movie.
That's Stallone's best role ever.
Oh, not ever, Eric. You didn't like Rocky?
I liked the Rambo movies actually.
Okay. I can rock with that. But Rocky? That's my shit.
It's good.
Rocky's good.
It's good.
I can watch that. Like, and now that you got Creed on there, I can sit down and I can put every single Rocky in and just watch it. And just watch it through. Good stuff.
It's been a really long time since I've seen Rocky.
It has been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. I did just watch Judge Dredd the other day, though.
Now that.
The Stallone Judge Dredd?
Yeah.
Huh? Yes, Stallone Judge Dredd.
Oh. The new one is better.
Yeah.
It is.
I know. I mean, you know me and my crappy 90s movies. I love them.
Yeah, the new Judge Dredd is so much better.
Carl Urban is Dredd. Like, he's so fantastic.
Carl Urban
is a fucking shapeshifter.
He is.
The only movie that I knew for sure was him was the Riddick movie. Shit, what is that? Is it called The Chronicles of Riddick?
I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he's in just the one that's just Riddick, I think, for a moment.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And yeah, because he just drops him off on that deserted planet, for like, and then like he's like there for like 5 minutes.
And then but Fish in the comments with Over the Top. Over the Top is that 80s shit right there. It is an arm wrestling movie, a professional arm wrestling movie. I don't know if you've seen it before, but Sylvester Stallone is a truck driver, and he's trying to be up and coming in this arm wrestling circuit. And like I want to say it's Zeus from Friday is the dude that he has to like arm wrestle or some crap like that. I might be mixing my 80s movies up. But whenever he would get up there and arm wrestle, he put his arm down, and you see him flip his hat backwards. Your boy was going over the top. That's when it went. It was classic 80s trash. Loved it.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
So shout out to you, Fish, for remembering that. I think the movie I got that mixed up with was Hulk Hogan's movie. He wrestled Zeus in the finale. I don't remember the name of that.
Man, one day I'd like to do a cosplay of her. I think that would be so cool.
Of Miss Medusa?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
We can do that. We can make that happen. Oh, yay. We can make that happen. Like, you already got the complicated face paint down. The rest of it's just like craft foam and old bed sheets, right?
It was Chad and Orchestrated, right? Just them?
Yes. Looks like.
All right.
I think so. Yeah.
I figured out how to block them. Got them. They're out of there.
Jeez.
Excellent.
If that's the only thing you can do to have fun, like maybe you got to reevaluate your life choices, because what the fuck? But yeah, I'm like, Laurie, I've got this in my head because like after you did the face paint And I was like, that's amazing. We should turn that into a whole cosplay. And you know how my brain works? Like I've developed the entire plan before I ever say anything out loud. And so I was like, I had the picture of your face paint, but like then I figured out how to build an entire thing, like in like an actual snake tail. And then I was going to put it on wheels so that you could actually have a snake tail. And then you walk around with your legs inside the big body. And then, it's all planned out. What I need is about $700 and cents.
Exactly.
So if you guys want to go donate or go back to Kickstarter more, give us all the money. Laurie and I will make that shit happen. But
make that a stretch goal.
More money.
Yes.
I have the skill. I have the know-how.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you got another one in there.
Mike.
I got him.
Thanks.
Yep.
We're real popular today.
I know.
What is that?
I've never had this type of action in the chat.
It's when you know you made it.
There's also one named Doug Johnson that you're gonna have to get rid of.
Okay.
Oh, I miss Doug Johnson.
He made comments about Mike earlier.
Oh, excellent.
Set it all on fire, Mike.
Well, it's
I got the button now, man. It's going down. Boom. Get out of here.
Yours are kind of low quality.
YouTube.
But that's where you make money, right?
The internet, it's such a magical, terrible place.
Okay, looks like I got him. All right, cool. I
I
apologize if this one's taking me a little bit longer, but like I said, I didn't know what I was going to draw when I got on here. So I had to figure this one out. It was a process.
It looks awesome, Mike.
Fucking great.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Now remember, guys and gals, if you want this print, you've got to pledge to both of our Kickstarters. Like, do you guys have different accounts and aliases or some shit?
Oh, probably.
It's usually like 3 dudes and there are 45 accounts. Yeah.
Well, lucky for me, it looks like my chat window just exploded completely, so now I can't even see it.
Awesome.
So now I don't have to worry about it. I guess I could reload the whole page, but is the one snake still concerned? As off the edge of the page. I want to make sure the concerned snake stays. Yeah, he's still concerned.
Fishy, are you up for this, buddy? You ready to take this on? This is a lot. And this is cool too because I never really get to stream this late, and this is when I'm surprised all this. Tracy, fucking hate y'all. This is where normally Twitch, I'd have a lot of people off of Twitch because they're always up watching. For some reason, we're getting all the jerks tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sarah, what happened?
I think she's trying to reload the page. Yeah.
My whole thing just like went, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll push the refresh button.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, you look fine on my end now.
Oh, cool. So this whole time, all I needed to do was refresh, but then I wouldn't have gotten.
Fish giving you shit here.
Mike, you want to get rid of this new dude?
Wow.
You're never going to get to finish this because you're just going to have to keep banning people.
If you want to give me access, I can do it.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Shoot, I don't know how to do that. I think you just have to log in under my ID.
Okay. Well, don't worry about it now if you want to get it done, but
now you know for next time.
Yeah.
We can get a couple of people in there to help you if you ever need it. You can just fire off a couple messages and get somebody in there to mod it for you.
Absolutely.
We had that happen once. We were proactive about it because it was Maddox, right? We knew that might cause some trouble.
Yeah.
And so we had got a handful of people, And then nothing really happened. There was like a couple of people, and
No,
and then we were good.
They're coming today for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. A
I
year
haven't
later.
done anything. Like we haven't. I don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah, I don't get it. I've never had this happen before.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's because we said that Venom was a shitty movie.
You know what? It did happen. Start happening after that.
That's true.
That's just directly.
I
responsible.
was remaining quiet through it because I didn't watch it either. I think I've seen the first one, but I didn't see the second one yet. So
Oh, here's a thing we can talk about. So I watched. So as you guys do know, I'm a punk. I don't watch scary movies. But I watched the new Halloween movie. I was amped about this, and only because the town knew who Michael Myers were, and they were all going to get him. Like it was a whole like pitchforks, torches, shovels, and everything to get Michael Myers and what's her name, Jamie Lee Curtis. She was like the way the trailers promoted it. She was the monster because she was going to take Michael Myers on one last time. It absolutely was not like that. Made me very upset. To the point where I was like, you don't need to make any more Halloween movies. It's done. All right, now you're kicking a dead horse. Stop. But
they'll never stop.
Out, people were complaining apparently and said Michael Myers was homophobic because he killed a gay couple. And I want to tell you that out of all the deaths that happened in this movie, equally and fairly, theirs was the least violent. Michael Myers kills everyone.
Yeah, that's
what I was saying when you said that. I was like, Michael Myers is not homophobic because he kills gay people, because he kills everybody. If you get within murdering distance, he's going to murder you. That's the whole movie. That's the movie.
Right.
Oh man.
It's
been a long time since I saw a Halloween movie too.
And I'm like, we need to be more concerned with, can you explain to me what Michael Myers is? I don't know what he is. Why can he take so much punishment and get back up? Like, is he possessed or isn't he? Is he a demon? What the hell is he? Can you at least do that in the story and tell me what's going on with him? Because at that point, I was curious, and I should never have to start going on a Google Wikipedia search while watching your movie because you didn't tell me what the hell Michael Myers is.
The original movie is he was Jamie Lee Curtis's brother and got like violently killed, right? Is that the first movie?
That is the first movie where he didn't get violently killed. He killed Jamie Lee Curtis was his little sister, and he apparently was having dreams of killing people, of this dude who killed his lover who didn't love him anymore. He violently killed him. He was having those dreams. And then he killed his older sister, which sent him to a psych ward where he was in there for like 20 years or something like that. And then all of a sudden snapped and broke out to go hunt down and kill Jamie Lee Curtis. But in any of that does not explain, well, did the dreams turn into the ghosts to possess him? Like what?
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm mixing up a couple of different horror movies that I've seen.
I mean, it's highly possible. Again, I'm not a horror movie person. I felt safe watching that movie because I'm like, well, everyone's gonna kill him. It's like 300 people. There's no way Michael Myers is gonna survive this. Like we're gonna do this. We're finally taking him down. No.
Well, of course he's gonna survive. They can't make another movie and beat that dead horse that you want them to stop beating.
Well, you know what? The next movie comes out next year. I was so pissed. And it's called Halloween Ends. I'm like, you're not going to end it.
Yeah, sure it is.
Bullshit, yeah.
And then the next one will be Halloween Ends again.
You know what? They will do some shit like that. They would.
Yeah.
What's up? Isn't that why Final Fantasy was called Final Fantasy? Because they thought that was going to be the last game they ever got to make?
Yeah. Now, I was impressed, though, with the Scream trailer. The new Scream trailer looked good.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it.
Apparently, this time the killers are killing all of the relatives of the original Scream killers.
Okay.
Is what's her ass coming back?
Oh, they're all back. Yes, they're all
I
back.
can't remember her name.
Nev Campbell.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah. She's back in full effect.
Okay. That does not sound interesting. Really? I wish it did.
I mean, if it was a pitch, no. But like I said, the trailer was actually good.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll have to watch the trailer and see if it changes my mind. Because, yeah, as you just describing it, it's like, I'll pass.
It is easy to make a good trailer.
It is. And
As we learned in the beginning. What's the last movie or horror or anything that actually did scare you, Mike?
What was the last one that scared me?
Yeah. Like what's the most
the new Candyman trailer.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My wife wanted to go see it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. She's like, come on. I'm like, no, I'm good. My imagination is too vivid. I'm in the bathroom to use it, and I'll just look at the mirror out the peripheral of my eye, and I've already said that name 3 times, and I'm still peeing, and I can't get out. I can't stop. I'm gonna die.
Laurie gets a little unnerved when I start just saying Candyman.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Stop
Candyman.
it. I don't like it.
This is kind of a mirror. We can see reflection.
No, I don't like it. It makes me nervous.
Bring me some butterfingers.
Did you watch The Haunting of Hill House? The series last year or 2 years ago? 2 years ago, I think. I watched that and it scared the shit out of me. Like, I have not seen a show or a movie that has scared me. I was genuine. Like, I was hooked on it. I couldn't stop watching, but at the same time, I was watching it at night and I was like alone in my house. I was like, I'm definitely gonna die tonight, aren't I? It was so good though. Like it was like really creepy, eerie stuff, and then like a really good story. Like a really like the story kept you hooked, and it had good visual effects. Like it was good but scary. But
I can't do that. And then the worst movies though are the horror movies based off religions that say based off a true story. I definitely got those to do. Definitely got those to do.
I guess as a recovering Catholic, I'm sitting here thinking, those are always those stories that they say are based on true stories are always bullshit. Like I hate that all that stuff that beat into me, and then I'm like debunk it myself as an adult, and then I got to go out and ruin all the good stories for everybody else because I'm like, nah, none of that actually happened. That was all fake.
I mean, there wasn't a dragon, and there wasn't snakes in Ireland, and
was there a dragon in the Bible? Did I miss that chapter?
Well, the saint what's his face I thought went off and killed a dragon and then came back. I can't remember what.
I thought it was just a serpent.
Serpent, dragon.
Same diff.
Whatever.
Same difference, exactly.
It was Miss Medusa.
It's always Miss Medusa.
Oh my god! I just looked over to Bob, his giant stripy head just peeking. Like I can see this much of his head over top of the fucking computer tower. It scared the shit out of me. Fucking creepy yellow eyes. He's got yellow eyes. I wanted to name him Azazel, and Jeffrey wouldn't let me because he didn't want a cat named after a demon.
That makes a lot of sense, Sarah. I'm definitely on their side for that. Fucking demon, what's wrong?
Well, I mean, cats are close enough to demons as it is. I guess that naming one after a demon might be tempting fate a little bit.
Oh, you think? You're just asking for it.
So instead we just settled on Bob. Just Bob. He's Bob. His full name is Robert John Bobcat. Like we gave him a full name.
I love that.
Like that's on his medical records and everything. He's Robert John Bobcat.
Oh, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. So in case you guys did not know, I'm into toys, right?
Yes.
Really?
That's
Tell
all.
us more.
I thought those were real.
So, I follow Haslam. They make a bunch of Marvel Legends stuff that I like, but they do these projects that are like Kickstarter. And if they get a certain amount of people to fund it, then they will make the toy. And it's like an extra big, exclusive ass toy. Like they made Jabba the Hutt's ship from Return of the Jedi, but I mean to scale, the ship was huge.
Wow.
It had everything that was in the movie was in the ship, and it was like a $300 ship, and they needed 7,000 people to back it to actually make the ship happen, which they did. They got it easy. And I've been watching them for whatever else cool things they do or whatever. And yesterday they announced that they're doing a proton pack, full replica movie proton pack. Like the chassis of it opens up, reveals like the battery and engine and everything, lights up, full sound effects, everything, just like the movie. And they want $400 for it. And they need 7,000 people to pledge to get it. They've already got 4,000. It's only been up for 2 days.
Oh yeah.
And so
That's
I'm
amazing.
looking at it, and I'm like, I'm so tempted. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, where's the fucking rifle at? Where's the rifle for the proton pack? It's not on there.
What?
There's a link at the bottom of it, and you have to buy the rifle separately for an additional $150.
What the fuck?
$700 and you don't even get what?
Like, why are you even making a proton pack without the rifle?
Yeah, what good is the proton pack without the gun?
Absolutely. Who thinks like that?
Yeah, that's horseshit.
That sounds like it's like an EA thing.
It does. It absolutely
Like,
does.
Here's the proton pack, completely useless without this microtransaction.
Now buy
proton
all
gun.
these extra things for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it just really disappointed me because I was like, man, this thing looks really cool. And then like, if they get a certain amount of money, they unlock other things on it. So they had slime that you can add onto it. Like you just got slimed, a base where you can stand it up like on tabletop or whatnot. Just cool stuff like that adds to the experience. And then, it takes away from the whole experience if you don't get the rifle though. The rifle should come with the proton pack.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
That's so
In fact,
dumb.
they should throw in a ghost trap while they're at it too.
They absolutely should.
I don't think he wants to sit with me.
Does Bob?
Can you believe such a monster cat makes such a sissy little sound?
Yeah, that was really funny.
I don't think he wants to be here. You were crawling across my stuff, man.
Yeah, again, I apologize, guys. We have 2 very detailed characters here.
No, it's okay. That's why I was apologizing. Detailed costumes, snakes for hair.
Oh my
That's-
god, that one snake is like, it doesn't care. Like, I will kill you, Marky. I will kill your ass. Look at her. Look at that snake. That snake is gonna take Marky on all by itself.
I love it. I love that they have personalities and that you're seeing that.
I like the concerned snake though. He's my favorite.
Are you
Dude, the
sure we
snake-
should be biting her, guys?
Does each individual snake have its own like gender? Like, are there female snakes and male snakes and like agender snakes? Do they all have their own personalities, or are they all like the same personality as Gina?
That's a good question.
These are questions
That's a
for
real
Paul.
good
Do
question.
they give her back talk though? Like, is that...
Yeah, we need to ask Paul.
You okay?
Yes, I'm going to be. He pushed off of a very tender spot, a sensitive spot on my
Okay.
chest area. Yeah, we definitely need to ask Paul that, because I want to know now, like, does each snake have its own character, or is it just lots of tiny little Ginas?
I might go.
Oh, the
whip
one I didn't even
together
see that.
a Gourmet
He's-
Pop-Tart.
That one snake is wrapped around the sword.
Oh, you didn't see that one?
I didn't see that. I didn't catch it until just now, and that's fucking cool.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Except on Fridays, I think.
Right.
Which is not good.
Mm-hmm.
We did not give you permission to leave. I wonder if the stream on if it cleared up for Heather too, because she hasn't sent any more screenshots, I don't think.
Hers was crisp though. Mine was super blurry. I don't know. I think it was a problem on our end, but only for you. And I don't know how that's possible. But
Is it because I highly doubt that Mike and I have the same provider. So could it be that kind of a thing? Jeffrey, our stream on Laurie's end, Mike was fine and his tablet was fine, but I was blurry. And then my web page crashed and I reloaded it and then I was clear. He's going,
yeah.
you know Jeff's face, like when he was watching the lasagna broil with the door of the oven open.
Hey, you gotta watch the broiler, otherwise it'll burn the shit.
Now he's arguing with me. Did you
I
hear
heard him.
Yeah. He's making points.
Burn lasagna.
We are. I don't think that between Laurie and I, like, he's never going to live that down. He was very concerned about the lasagna.
Legend said the slime version is only for Hasbro Plus premium members, which you have to have at the time of the order. Well, that's generic because I thought that was a cool little extra feature that you would get for pledging.
Do you, Andrew? Maybe, I don't know. Anybody who cosplays, do you follow the YouTube channel Lost Wax? Because he just put out a 2-part video of how to build a whole proton pack out of just crap that you find at the hardware store.
Really?
And I want to say he made it for less than $100. And it looks amazing. I don't know if I can find a screenshot of it, but
Hey, y'all better be pledging. That's all I'm saying. Y'all better be pledging to both these Kickstarters to get this bad boy. Because like now, like I actually want to do this crossover. Like I really want to do this crossover.
hey, that would be a good short one for elsewhere. Not to, I'm just saying. We could do a little, that would be fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That would be cool.
How would we'll have to talk to Paul about how we fit Marquis' world into the whole Medusa world, like how that works. Because Paul is the story man and he will figure it out, I'm sure. Like I mean his like this is the Medusa universe is I mean it's complete. It's a whole like, and he did so all. I'm still blown away by all the research and stuff that he did. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, some would say obsessive even. And I was like, I would probably be a lot more judgmental of the research that writers put into their work if I too wasn't that obsessive when I get into a project. Like I go nuts about that stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, just stupid shit. Like, what? How did people in the medieval ages go to the bathroom? Like, just like random shit like that doesn't even matter. Like, you're never gonna write that into your story, but now I need to know that for my universe. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So. Yo. No, that's the first thing we checked.
All right, health
Eric
food.
tested.
Yeah.
So do you guys know what comic book?
You're gonna get cancer. What? I'm sorry.
What was that?
I said, do you guys know what comic book convention you guys are gonna go to first?
I do. I know what convention is going to be my next convention.
Oh, which one?
It's a teeny tiny little thing that the university that I go to / work at is is hosting a little gaming convention called PlatCon.
Okay.
So yeah, that one happens. That one is happening in March, and I figured, by then, if this hasn't become manageable, like I guess we're just normalizing COVID now, and I might as well get back to business because I can't just not do stuff forever.
Yeah, I understand that. We did Chicago a couple weekends ago, and it was real good. Felt good to be back at a convention.
Yeah, I bet. Oh man,
think
I
we'd
do a
like
lot
to do
of small
Denver.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
I saw from from your social media, I noticed you do a lot of the much larger ones, and I've never vended at like the Daisho Con in Wisconsin is like one of the big ones in Wisconsin, and I think that's the biggest one that I've ever done.
Okay.
So they get several thousand people, but they don't. It's not like Wizard World or Dragon Con or San Diego numbers. It's nothing like that.
Yeah, we'd like to do Denver. I've heard that's good.
Yeah, some of the
I
problems.
want to do Denver very much.
Yeah, some of our problem is our state is the size of the entire Midwest. So
that's the thing.
The problem is that you guys are out in the West, and the rest of us are all in the Central Midwest or East Coast. So we should get you guys out here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
did
I tell you?
Definitely pay for us.
Did I tell you? I think I told Laurie about I have a friend lives down in a suburb of Atlanta who keeps poking me about going to Dragon Con again, and I was like, he's like, I've got space for you if you want to stay here, and I was like, well, hey, because I told him we were all trying to get everybody from UHS. If we could get everybody to go to a convention together, that would be amazing. And he's like, well, you could do Dragon Con. I got a space for you. I was like, you got a space for all of us? Because there's probably at least 10 or 15 that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
How many people would that even be if we got all the UHSers together to go to one con? How many people would that be? That would be several.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta fly Ian over. Right?
Yeah, we'd have to fly Ian over.
Of course. Ian
and
there was like
Mexico.
Stan is in Russia or Narnia or something.
Stan
and
in Russia.
And Eve is in Mexico. Actually, Eve would be way easier to get over here than even Ian probably.
Mm-hmm.
As long as everybody's got their passports already. Except for me, because mine's expired.
As we established, we live in Mike's attic already, so.
So you're set. What do you need me to fly you there for?
It's a con, Sarah.
I'll get my broom.
Alden's going to San Diego Comic-Con next year. It's his first show.
I hear San Diego's scary. And that's your first show?
No, just your first show back, like next year.
Oh, first show back.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a fun show. It's really big.
I was like, that's just the sheer number. I mean, I know it's much larger than Dragon Con, and that's the biggest one I've ever been to, and that was as an attendee. So
see, that's another one to go to is Dragon Con.
And then there's something in Chicago too, which would actually be relatively easy for me to get to if I could get the spot there.
I'm a C2E2.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Because like I'm approximately in the area of Chicago. Your screen keeps freezing when you've got like the worst chewing face happening.
That's what Heather just messaged me to tell me that.
Oh, good. So at least you know.
God damn it.
There was one where it froze right when you both had like faces full. So that was extra good. And I'm kind of sad I popped the screen cap button.
We can just pretend.
Yeah.
Do something.
No, I'm good.
No?
Totally off topic, but apparently Burger King isn't going to be doing jalapeno cheesy bites anymore, and I'm really fucking upset about it because they were good.
Why not? Did they give a reason?
No.
No, just said they don't have any, and they think they're not going to be getting any anymore.
That seems weird. Isn't that kind of a big ticket item? Why would they do that? That doesn't make sense. Why?
I don't know.
It was the reason to go to Burger King.
Like, yeah.
I
It was
thought the
$1.
reason
You could go to
Burger King was
for $1.
diarrhea.
You could get jalapeno cheesy bites,
Mm.
and they were good.
Have you gotten one of the Impossible Burgers there?
I
Impossible
have.
Whopper?
I was
They actually,
surprised.
if you had given me that burger to eat and you did not tell me what it was, I don't think that I would have said that it's not a real burger. It's so close. Like knowing when I had mine the first time and I knew that it was, and I was like, it's really freaking close. And I think that I would have just been like, it's a weirdly seasoned beef burger if somebody had just given it to me.
Yeah.
And you know what? I told my mom that. And my mom and dad are beef farmers, so they, they're big into making the meat has to taste like meat, And I told my mom that I was like, if you would have given, if I was like, it tasted really close to real meat, and she's like, but what does it taste like if you reheat it? And I was like, why the fuck would you want to do that? You eat the burger when you get it, you fool.
I wouldn't want to do that with a Burger King regular meat burger.
First of all,
yeah. I was like, yeah, that's what I said. I was like, Mom. Yeah. Regular Whoppers taste like shit when you reheat them. Like, why would you even care about what an Impossible Burger tastes like?
Most things are shit when you reheat them.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what doesn't taste like shit if you reheat it? Culver's.
Really?
See, Mike, you got a Culver's?
Yeah.
They're fucking. Oh, okay. You went to Freddy's, right, Laura? You said you had your first Freddy's experience. It's very similar to Freddy's.
That was
fantastic. Put that burger into the fridge and eat it a week later, and it would still be pretty good because they're made of real meat.
I can't imagine like getting a burger and then being like, all right, I've eaten 3 bites. That's enough. I'm gonna wrap it up and I'll microwave this in 6 days.
Thank you. That is what I was talking about with my mom. That's what I asked my mom. I was like, why do you care what a fast food burger tastes like reheated? Why would anybody want to do that?
It's not like we're talking about pizza here where you get like, an enormous pizza and you're going to have to eat it for 3 days.
Right.
In which case, make sure to order it with extra sauce because then the pizza isn't dehydrated the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that I can say for her in her defense is that if like when we were kids, we lived like it was like a half an hour drive to the nearest fast food joint. So if we wanted to have fast food, it was like a treat and a night out. And oftentimes mom would decide, especially after we got some of us got our driver's license. She would be like, hey, let's have McDonald's or something. And then send us to Prairie to get McDonald's. And by the time you get back, it's not super hot anymore. So like that's the closest thing I can think of to her wanting to know what it's like reheated. But I was just like, if that's the case, just don't get that. You have a whole freezer full of real cow meat. Just make a burger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The video.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we're on the replay of the redraw. I think I got enough of it done to pass it over to your guy Fish for colors. And Fish is like, I would have been done drawing already. All right, well, Fish, I'm not as fast as you, dang it.
Fish is so fast. Fish is, I don't know. Fish sold his soul for speed or something. I don't know.
Dude, he did that. He did 10 frames of that animated trailer for Emerald Fest in 2 days. Colored and everything. Crazy. Well, look, while this video is playing, because it's still got the inks to go, we're going to put the links in here one more time. I want to thank all of y'all for sticking it out with us because this was the overtime haul. But go ahead and check out our Kickstarters. You need to pledge to both of them at the physical levels, and you will get this print, which I just drew here tonight, featuring Miss Medusa and Marky. And it's going to be colored by Fish Lee, so we will make sure you get a copy of it if you pledge both our Kickstarters. And if you are first-time viewers today, here's my rule for Kickstarter. If you pledge to the Kickstarter, you find what you wanted and you pledge to it. Yay! We love you. Great. Thank you so much. But we're greedy. All right? We're not Marvel or DC, and we need your help. So if you pledge to it, go ahead and give us a share, advocate for us, speak on our behalf. Let your circle know that we're out here making comic books and it's a cool thing. If times are hard and you're real tight on money, but you want to give something, $1 is not an insult. We will take $1. Dollars stack up and they help us out a lot, especially if we get that extra person on there that is a backer. And I know Laurie and them are trying to get over 400 backers on their Kickstarter right now. So every person helps. If times are super hard and you can't even give us $1, I understand, but I'm still going to ask for your help. And that's free. Just share it. Just share it out to your network and let other people know that we're out here making these comic books. I'm Mike, aka Most Epic Art. This has been Chat and Draw episode 178, and we're coming up on the big 200th episode. And Laurie, I haven't talked to you about this yet, but I'm coming to you for the 200th episode for the Kickstarter.
I was about to say, like, she should come on.
Awesome.
Well, I want to put all the artwork from all 200 episodes into a giant hardbound art book, and I know you guys have done that before, so I'll be coming to you for that. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with us, man. You guys did the long haul tonight. This is a great episode. I want to thank Laurie, Eric, and Sarah for coming out here and hanging out. We talked about everything from the Kickstarters to everything under the sun tonight. And we faced racism, so that's even better.
Racism and transphobia and just misogyny. Yeah, there was a bunch of it.
I mean,
they just troll bombed. I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was super crazy. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow night, I actually do not have a Chat and Draw episode, but we will be doing the Agents of Nerdy tomorrow. And I'm off this weekend, so I'll see you guys Monday with another episode of Chat and Draw. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. Give us a follow at all of our stuff, and we will talk to you later.
I think that I should ask Mr. Why.